I can't live if living is without you.
I think she's a funny-looking face.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That body. She's got, you know what it is? She's got such a pleasant voice, and then you see the body and the face. No, she don't have a funny-looking face. Nothing funny going on there.
That's a funny-looking face.
Yeah.
You just look down and then up.
Yeah. No, that's not funny-looking. Trust me, I'm a man. You say that about Christy Brinkley. It's a funny-looking face. You're just
funny-looking face.
No, you're uptight. I wouldn't care even if she had a turkey head. She's got a good body. Imagine she came out with a turkey head.
You wouldn't recognize her if you looked her in the face.
Absolutely not. Recognize her ass. She got a great ass. And the camera knows it because it soaks in her ass. The camera actually circles around and goes to the back of her.
There's a 360 of her ass.
Yeah, it really is. There's more time spent on her ass than on her face.
I don't blame her.
Yeah. And, you know, she's wearing, like, tight stretch pants. If she could sing out of that ass. Boy, oh boy.
Then you'd say it was worth it.
Then you'd really go wild. But Phoebe, I don't know. She's got it all. She's got all the talent. I mean, she don't have the looks. She don't have the looks of a Mariah Carey.
She certainly doesn't have the looks of a Barbra Streisand.
No, it isn't such a great thing to say. Because Barbra Streisand's nothing to look at, but at least, you know. I don't know.
Something about those crossed eyes with the big nose, I think. It makes people crazy.
But Gary saw Phoebe about a week ago.
Yeah, how's she doing?
Complaining.
Oh.
Gary says it was like a happy event and Phoebe was just there. Could someone turn down the air conditioning? Please, it is so cold in here. Can someone just turn down the air conditioning?
So she's still being a diva, regardless of the ticket prices.
It wasn't even diva. She was just miserable.
Yeah, but, you know, lots of people would just keep their mouth shut and put on a jacket.
Well, Gary said she was busy wrapping scarves around her neck and stuff. It was just unbelievable. He was just trying to talk to her and say, hey, how's things going? And she was like, can someone please, the mercy of God, help me with this air conditioning? You're yelling at busboys. But I think she's such an incredible talent when she sings that Beatles song there. What the hell's the name of that again? I saw her standing there, yeah.
Well, Tom's not a big fan.
Tom who?
Chiasano.
Of who?
Phoebe Snow.
Really? Who cares?
A lot of screaming.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Tom Chiasano has no ounce of talent in his entire body?
Yeah, he's like, a lot of screaming.
A lot of screaming? Did he really tell you that?
He told me that, yeah.
Is he a nitwit or what? Are you sure he said that?
I'm positive. I wouldn't make that up.
There's no way he could say
that. Oh, come on. How could anyone say that about that voice? He said to you, it's a lot of screaming?
Yeah.
Well,
I remember because we were talking about, you know, people for the birthday show one year, and I said, God, you know, Phoebe stops the house a lot of screaming.
A lot of screaming.
Oh, my God. How old is he?
Tom, what's your story, man? Tom, it's incredible. Are you getting bolder or what? Did you cut your hair?
He's polishing it now.
I don't know what he's doing. He's got like a lacquer on his head. I can see right through to his scalp.
Shining.
I know. What are you saying?
I have to buff it every morning.
Phoebe Snow's a lot of screaming?
No.
What I
tell the truth. Tell the truth of what you said.
Am I on? No.
Yeah. No, you're on.
No, I mean, no, I'm not a huge fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe that. I mean, what a beautiful voice. I mean, she really moves me.
For certain things, yeah, but when she starts singing real high...
Yeah? It just goes through you like a...
I'm really surprised Robin remembered that. But yeah.
I remember everything you say, Tom.
It goes through you like one of those high-pitched dog whistles?
I was thinking I was listening this morning. I'm going, yow.
Really?
Yeah.
She must be expensive.
I guess.
No.
Does Phoebe charge when she sings?
No.
Does she ask for special musicians or anything?
No.
Accommodation?
This was unsolicited. It wasn't even about anything like that.
She's great, and she comes to the birthday show, which is always fabulous.
She might have to pay for breakfast.
Yep.
I don't know what it is.
It's got to be something.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't even eat anything.
No, she's terrific, but...
It just doesn't grab you.
Just doesn't make it for me, no.
Because, I mean, here she's working for free. I thought that would turn you on.
I thought Tom would like anybody like that.
Yeah. Well,
he wasn't a big fan
even
of
I have my standards.
Wow. I've never heard anyone say they didn't like Phoebe.
Everybody goes to their feet immediately when she's done.
Tom goes to his,
look at the earbuds.
Tom puts his feet in his ears.
Big toes.
Put him in his mouth.
Well, there you go, Tom. Okay.
And
Well,
she really is a nice lady, and
Right.
I wouldn't have brought it up, but...
but Robin did. Okay.
That's my job.
All right. Listen. Obviously, there are other people like you. She hasn't sold a lot of records recently, so maybe there's
Yeah,
something to
Tom
that.
will not be standing in line to get tickets.
popular voices for doing commercials.
For commercials, that's right.
Kick her while she's down.
I can't hear you. I would love to, but
And I love her commercial work. I mean, she does
Right.
great work on commercials.
So maybe we'll
Just
get her to
don't sing.
come and sing commercials.
I can't even hear Tom. I'm sorry. He won't talk into that microphone.
No, here I am.
Those pearls of wisdom. I don't want to miss one of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're dying for
Thank
them
you,
all.
Tom.
Okay.
All right. Tom Chiusano, ladies and gentlemen, the music critic at large.
Owned up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, running people's names by Tom to see.
Who does he like?
Yeah, who does he like?
Anybody with a name,
Right.
If people stand in the street to
I know he says he likes like Pearl Jam, and they
but
scream
it's
a lot.
only because people are excited about them.
Yeah.
His son likes them.
I don't think he would have found them.
No,
I don't think he would have signed them if he had a record company.
no. Too much screaming.
Too much screaming.
They want how much for guitars? Forget it.
Too much emotion in that.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, listen, he's entitled to his opinion, as stupid as it is. There's no reason why the guy can't have an opinion.
Keep it to himself.
Right. Next time, don't say anything to Robin, please. I don't want to hear those opinions. Notice he doesn't tell me his opinion.
Oh, of course.
No.
But he let that one slip.
Yep.
Caught him off guard.
Yeah. Well, Gary was saying that whenever he sees her, she's always like, he says it could be the happiest of occasions if Phoebe's upset
Yeah.
about something,
Well, she's
Yeah.
kind of temperamental.
No. Whatever. Well, rightly so. Why not? I think she's tremendous. I don't know. I don't know what happens there in terms of career. I guess if Tommy Mottola is your husband, you can get somewhere.
Yeah,
I
if he
don't know.
wants to bed you down,
Yeah.
I guess you can have a career.
I bet. Yeah. All right. Very good. Tom's is temperamental, but heavy on the mental. Not much in the temper department.
Just a lot of mental.
A lot of mental. All right, you know what? I got to take a
I'm
break.
going to be using my other door for the rest of the day. I don't want to run into him again.
Oh, so I'm temperamental, heavy on the mental. All right, let's take a break. And there was a point I wanted to make, but it eludes me now.
Looking at Tom makes your mind go blank.
Yeah, we'll take a break, and then we'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
That's music to my ears. It's the sound I like. Hey, Stuttering John.
I don't know if you want him. That guy Ian's on the phone.
Well, I can't stand him.
He's got some funny points.
No.
He's got two really good points. I mean, that funny.
Yeah?
He comes to
You know what his
those
other one is
points?
now, Howard?
Does he, what?
You know what his beef is now, too?
What?
Well, his first beef is that you're friends with David Lee Roth, and you have Sammy Hagar on, and then you diss David Lee Roth, whatever. But his other beef is that you and Rolanda both obviously earned a lot of money 5 years ago and put it all into your look.
All right, I'll give him 2 seconds. All right, Ian, I don't know why, but I'll talk to you.
I don't know why either, Howard.
I don't know why you call me.
But listen, I do have a lot of respect for you. Don't
you
think
have to, Ian. You live your life through the show. Let's be honest.
I don't.
Well,
Believe me, I don't.
let me talk for 2
Listen,
seconds.
if I did,
No.
do you pay me? Do you pay me
No.
$1?
No.
Okay, so how would I make my money if I live my life through
I
you?
didn't say that you make your money off the show. I said you live your life through the show.
Well, how
It
would I
gives
live
you-
my life through you?
You
If I
listen
was,
to every-
in the bands and I was doing, making music, composing,
No.
You're not
being a
understanding,
conductor, how would I
Ian,
ever lived it through you?
No, you're being very stupid.
You are just so shocking to me.
No. Listen to me.
That other people eat it up what you say.
And so do
you.
you.
are so shocking to me.
No.
okay?
Listen to me, Ian. I'm going to talk now. I want you to listen for 2 seconds before you go into your drunken rampage.
I'm not drunk today, by the way, but anyway, go ahead.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure to speak to you when you're sober. Like there's a difference. Anyway, here's the like. It makes any more sense. Here's the point. You are so involved and wrapped up in the show. You not only call my office 25 times a day to comment on what I say.
I don't. I never did call your office 25 times.
Are you going to tell the truth?
That's your invention.
Are you going to tell the
say
truth?
The truth.
Why don't I get Stuttering John in
This was
here?
your one call since the last time we've heard from you.
25 times in one day, but never 25 times over a period of maybe a week or two.
Today.
What is that?
He's up to about 6 times this morning.
Already. And by the way, we've only been on the air 25 minutes.
One day, one day, not over a period of 2 months.
Ian, you don't think your behavior is a little bizarre? You call already 6 times this morning?
And you're calling about something that happened weeks ago.
You really, you somehow touched some kind of a nerve in me. You really did.
Yeah, well, if I touch a nerve in you and you sit there and you listen to me every day, would you consider yourself a fan? Can you bring yourself to say that?
Can I tell you the truth?
Yes.
You want to hear the real story?
No, yeah, I do, but somehow I don't think I'm going to get it.
Okay. Do you or you don't?
You're so sick that you can't even bring yourself to say that you're a fan of the show. That's how sick you are. It's something that you live for, that if it wasn't here, you'd miss it. You wake up every morning, you're involved with it.
He's exactly one of those people who, instead of saying they're a listener, he would say he monitors the show.
Yeah, he has to monitor it, so like someone's waiting for Ian to monitor something.
I don't know how is this funny to you guys. It's not funny to me, but anyway, go ahead if you feel like, it's funny.
I'm going to ask you a question. You can answer yes or no.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, you called the show 25 times a day. You've already called 6 times this morning. You've already called 6 times this morning. You listen every day. I'm going to ask you a question.
I don't listen every day, by the way. But
all
anyway,
right, sure.
Go ahead.
Ask me your question. Are you a fan of the show?
I used to be.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
When did you stop, Ian?
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, because you heard me...
about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, 4 or 5 years ago.
You're still listening.
Then why do you listen if you're not?
Because now I became kind of an enemy.
Oh, you listen because
now
you're
I became
an enemy.
kind of I realize how phony you are.
Do you really think that you would sit and listen for hours on end if you weren't fascinated by the show? Okay. Did you use the S word? Did you
that's part of the bull word.
Did you just use the S word?
Yeah.
Am I going to hang up on you? Am I going to hang up on you for using the S word?
Well, listen, you want to take that way out? Go ahead.
We can't have those words on the air, Ian.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I just say bull?
What do you think? Do you think you can say bull? I think bull is okay.
I can.
Or are you completely now gone? Is your mind completely eaten up by the alcohol?
Howard, listen,
and you don't even know the difference between bull and the S word?
You're trying to get away with the same kind of stuff you're getting away every day.
So then why do you listen?
And the reason why I told John about this story with, David Lee Roth. Okay?
Now, what is your problem with David Lee Roth?
Because you used to worship him. Not worship him. Not as much as, this guy Dee Snider, your friend, okay? but you did have him on tons of times.
Right.
And you always used to say that it was, this guy, the other Helen, Ford, that he brought in this guy, Sammy Hagar, and how he sucked.
Yeah.
And even after your appearance on that MTV show, okay, when Sammy Hagar said that you sucked, okay, you said, well, I don't know what the guy's talking about. He must be drunk or he
Let me ask you something.
And then one day, Gary brought him in as your...
Let me ask you something. Don't you find it odd that a man... How old are you again? 50 what?
42.
42. Don't you find it odd that a 42-year-old man...
Well, I find odd.
Not only don't you get the humor of the show...
It wasn't humorous. What you did with Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, what do you think I am? Let me ask you something. Ian, do you think I'm the president?
It wasn't funny at all.
Ian, nothing I do is funny in your eyes, and yet you listen every day.
No. A lot of things you do.
Oh, that wasn't funny.
Sometimes you crack me up.
Let me ask you something.
For the rest of the day. Okay?
Let me ask you something, Ian. Why would I have these people on if they made me uncomfortable?
There is.
I have them on because they're of interest to my audience.
There is no simple answer.
I don't have to be consistent in any way. I'm an entertainer. I'm not running for president of the United States.
Well, you're running for a governor.
Yeah, governor is not.
Governor.
Yeah. And I think people are concerned whether or not I like Sammy Hagar, David Lee Roth.
So now as governor, you have to stick to your...
Oh, I see.
But there was.
You don't like the show, but you listen. Therefore, that makes you. You don't like the show. You don't like the show, but you listen. That makes you a frigging idiot.
Well,
that makes you an idiot in my eyes.
Where I find the kind of a borderline between fun or humor And
no one cares what you find fun or humor.
Okay, well, you know, and the disgusting part of, you know, of something like
You're
pushing,
insane.
you know, like selling.
You're insane. I can't deal with this guy. I used to have patience for guys like him.
He's amazing. He really
insane.
doesn't get it.
He is insane.
He listens every day, but he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know why he listens. Why wouldn't he turn it off?
And then he says, because I've become an enemy. So it's like, I have to watch you because I'm your enemy. And that's what I was saying. He's now monitoring. He's not listening.
Well, that's like this FCC commissioner who's now... I just read an article by David Hinckley in the Daily News today. And even I think why Hinckley prints several of the things that this guy wants to fine me over. There's one commissioner who hates me. This is what it's all about. And the guy is on a rampage. And Hinckley writes down these things that they want to fine me. You ought to read it because I think the strongest word in there is intercourse. I use the word intercourse, sexual intercourse. And the guy is 81 years old. He's completely out of touch. He's freaking out over the show. Other than him, we don't have a problem. Nobody else has a problem. He's got the problem. He's going to get Howard Stern.
So one person.
But he listens every day, this guy, he says, and he thinks I'm a wise ass, so he's going to get me. You listen every day, that makes you a fan. An 81-old coot.
Yeah, he's in love.
Yeah. He's in love, and he's jealous that he's not on the radio. He evidently used to be the general manager of a radio station. I didn't know this about him. I thought he was a lawyer.
Yeah, he never had this kind of success in radio.
Yeah, so he's now a commissioner making 12 cents a year. Jesus, hypocrite. The FCC commissioners, after me, I found out, was the general manager of a radio station in Detroit. And the station is just like one of those stations that your mom and dad used to force you to listen to when you were a little kid. You know, when you were driving in the car. It was like the one uncool radio station. We have it here in New York. It's called WOR. John Gambling. Our parents used to make us listen to it when we were kids. Mm-hmm. And it really sucked, and they never played any music, and they didn't say anything funny, and there was just no redeeming value except they gave weather reports.
And school clothing. And
school clothing. And your mom and dad used to sit there and make you listen to it and suffer. And you'd go, oh, please, put on some music. Anything. Put something cool on. And so this guy was the general manager of one of those stations, had a very unfulfilling career. And now as he wanders into the aimless years of life, 81, when you're way past retirement, way past in touch with what contemporary standards are, he's going to inflict his contemporary standards on America before he passes out into the great beyond.
He's going to leave us with that legacy.
Yeah. It pains him that radio has changed. You know?
I'm sure it pains him that everything has changed.
Yeah.
He's one of those old guys who want everything to stay the same.
I don't understand it. It changed. I don't understand it. People expect entertainment from the media now, not weather reports. I mean, I know exactly what... Another guy who never could do anything entertaining in radio was a sales guy, and now he's going to inflict his dream on America. A nation full of bad radio stations with nothing going on. That's what he wants for his America. It's like those silent movie directors that freaked out that sound was added, and they all
refused to work with sound.
Yeah, they were just like resisting because
not a movie.
Yeah, that's not a real movie.
We're going to keep making our silent films. People will come to see them.
Or like the guys in Hollywood who refused to be a part of TV because they felt, hey, you know, it's going to ruin everything. This is what I'm dealing with. Unbelievable. So now the guy who hates me on the FCC sent a letter to Senator Al D'Amato. A 15-page letter, an obsessed letter, a 15-page obsessive letter about how can you be for Howard Stern. And D'Amato just basically said, I'm for free speech.
Yeah, I don't care what he's saying.
Yeah, but the government isn't supporting Howard Stern. He's working in the free sector, and people enjoy what he does, and if you don't like it, turn it off, you nitwit. But that just doesn't get through to some people. You know, I was watching TV. Someone gave me a tape of this. This was unbelievable. I spent the day yesterday watching weird tapes. I watched about 3 hours of Frank Zappa on MTV with Dweezil.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Some of it was a little bit rambling, but fun to watch because I loved Frank's sense of humor. And it was kind of neat to see Frank Zappa. And then I had this documentary on Frank Zappa that was really interesting.
Oh, you have to give that.
I'll give it to you. You should watch it. It was really good about his music. Fred would like it, too. It was like an hour and a half, 2 hour documentary on Frank Zappa. And some of the cool stuff he had done in his life. It's really weird, too, as you watch it, because you see that ever-present cigarette as he's playing and performing and talking. And then, you know, the guy got cancer. I mean, the cigarette is in every shot.
He's never without one.
Never without one. But Frank was not a hypocrite. He smoked right up until last day.
He was still smoking?
Still smoking. He said even they have him on almost on his deathbed in this because they're interviewing him, and you can see Frank doesn't look too good. And Frank was always thin and very. I always thought kind of handsome. Actually, I know he would have laughed at me for saying that, but you see at the end he's got the double chin. His appearance really has gone downhill. But he's there with that cigarette sucking away on it. Yeah, he didn't. You know, he said, "Hey, look, I'm going anyway." Well, what's the difference? What am I going to do?
Might as well enjoy myself.
Give myself what? Deny myself a cigarette?
Yeah. Have nicotine withdrawal along with everything else.
But he had some funny thoughts. He was holding up a nudie magazine with some woman and a guy, you know, encased in rubber because of the AIDS, and he goes, "Look what sex has come down to." He goes, "Look at this." He says, "Someone ought to write a song about this. This merits a song." It's a picture of a guy with a big, like, rubber thing over his penis and a woman with, like, plastic. They were talking about, and he goes, "And look what sex has come down to. We're going to be encasing, you're going to plug into your computer, encase your genitals in some kind of metal, and put a big pair of goggles on your head."
It's like science class.
Because it's incredible. He says, "This merits a song." It was like on a rampage, like really upset. It was really kind of funny. And it was sad, too, because it was touching that he was archiving all his music and sort of like preparing for his death and had all these people over his house who were just transposing a lot of his work so that it would be available for future generations. And I was like, whoa, this is like really weird. This is like, you know, the Crypt Keeper here.
Do you think that you'll be doing that one day?
I'm already doing it.
No, I mean, you know, just that at that time.
No, I've already transposed all my music.
No, your music. You could leave that. Nobody wants that.
Hey, I just might be ahead of my time.
I'm
like Yoko.
That, you know, one day you'll have... Do you ever think about that stuff? You know,
what?
Like the other day when you were watching the Nixon funeral, did you think, gee, what do I want for my funeral?
No, I haven't really planned that out. I do want those 3 huge cannons on the front lawn, though, blowing off.
Yeah? You want a 21-gun salute and all that?
No, I've been very smart about my own funeral. I left Fred in charge. I discussed it with him. I'm sure it'll be very dynamic.
Urinate on your grave.
Yeah, to say the least.
That's up to Jackie.
21 urine salute.
Yeah, really.
So,
everybody
pull out your weapons. No,
aim.
I don't think about that. I don't think about stuff like that.
You never think where your place is in history, how big, where you'll show up in the newspaper if you go right now.
Well, during
like that.
During the Nixon funeral, I did turn to my wife and I said, "Hey, honey, why don't we get some burial plots? Look at Nixon. He's right next to his wife. Don't you want to be next to me?"
Yeah, where's our library?
Yeah, she's always talking about how we're soulmates and all this stuff.
Yeah,
I go,
so you should be together.
Yeah.
Why don't you get in the same hole? Have
Yeah.
her buried with you. Whoever goes first.
Oh, she'd hate that. Like in real life, she doesn't want to be on top of me all the time. Just maybe once or twice a month. And that's it. Yeah, you know, I came home the other day and had my wife perform an act of sodomy.
I thought you said she didn't like that.
No, she doesn't. And now that she's done it, she is crowing and acting like, you know, this act now will last for 3 or 4 years.
You're paying now.
Yeah. And I had to give her $200 for it.
Stop it.
I did. I handed her $200.
You're ridiculous.
I actually thought you were kidding, but you've been so insistent now I believe that you really did this.
No, I did.
You really did.
Yeah, I really did it. And she hadn't done that in a long time. And
Her idea or your idea?
Oh, of course it was his idea.
No, I just said, "Can you do something to me?" And then she said, "Okay, I'll do this."
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it was her suggestion.
Yeah, and she did it. She hates doing it. I know it. God love her.
Did you want something else?
No, I didn't have time for anything else. I just needed to get done real quick. And I didn't really want to sit there and
take time getting
You
her
didn't
excited.
care about her.
No, bulb. You know what I mean? And
Here, let me change the light.
yeah, but she's so hopped up now that she's done that. She doesn't have to have sex now for like the next 6 months.
She's happy.
Yeah, she's like, whoa, I just did that for you.
It's like a bank deposit.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now and all she does now is talk about it. She did it, this and that. I said, man, I've already forgotten about it.
Time for another one.
Yeah, do something else for me. Do something weird.
Round 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do that once. It's like they did it every day for 6 months.
Right, and they still talk about it.
Badge of honor.
Like I came home and I
do it
kissed
all
her.
the time.
I came home, I kissed her hello yesterday afternoon. I've kissed her hello before. I kissed her hello, and she's like, "Oh, you missed me." And I'm like, I was like, Alton, big deal. Ooh, you missed me.
You've been thinking about me.
Yeah, I couldn't get you off my mind. Meanwhile, I'm rubbing up against a piece of wood during the show. All right, let me take a break here. We have to take a short break. Oh, yeah, so anyway, just to wrap up. So the FCC commissioner wrote a 15-page letter to Senator Aldamato. This is what's on this commissioner's mind.
He spends his whole day about you.
This is what's on his mind. I can't get cable, but he's got that on his mind.
Mike, you should see the reception I'm getting on my tube now.
Yeah, I've seen your reception.
No.
I know.
I'm looking at shadows of people.
But the FCC guy had time to write a 15-page thesis on Howard Stern to Senator Aldamato. Incredible.
15 pages. That was a typewritten page.
Yeah, typewritten. Well, I'm sure he paid some secretary to type them on
yeah, but
taxpayer
can you
dole.
imagine you write out that 15 pages longhand? That's a lot more pages.
Yeah. Well, all these guys now. This is what I'm furious over. This guy in Virginia, some nitwit, some congressman. You know, these congressmen now, they actually shoot each other, I think, to get on C-SPAN. I think they actually stomp on each other's feet, and while the other guy bends over, they quickly grab that podium.
That's like a stampede.
Yeah, I see. They all need a spotlight. So this guy, this Democrat, the guy's name is Moran in Virginia, he's screaming, the FCC's got to go get Howard Stern, more fines. This guy's a liberal Democrat, and he's screaming about FCC's fine, doesn't know what he's talking about. They're all sucking on my fame. They all need something to propel them for some reason because they've been faceless bureaucrats their entire lives. And now they come after me. So they go after me and they're screaming, we got to get them, got to get. They don't even know what it is. Half of them don't listen.
Well, why they got to get you?
They don't know why they got to get me, but they're after me. I'm the poster boy now. I'm watching Donahue yesterday. There was a strippers contest with women showing their entire ass in thongs, leaving nothing to the imagination, bending over, the whole thing. You see right up the whole wazoo. And my book, I put it out on the stands. I got a bar. All you see is my chest and my legs. They're banning the book because of the cover. You got to understand something. It's all directed at me. It's me. I irritate people. For some reason, I'm irritating the establishment. I don't know why.
I thought it was because those strippers were so old they could.
Oh, God.
Did you see those women?
But it was just, I
didn't see the dancing.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It was even boring. It was just, the same stupid dancing. You're not in an uproar about it.
Children are home from school.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't appropriate for children. If you're going to judge my show not appropriate for children, it's ludicrous. It is selective enforcement. It's a joke. I'm the poster boy here. And boy, oh boy, this congressman in Virginia, I will work so hard to defeat him. You got to vote for a guy named, what's the guy's name?
Kyle McSlarrow.
Kyle McSlarrow. And people say, hey, Howard, don't you care what Kyle McSlarrow is for? I said, I couldn't care if Kyle McSlarrow is Hitler Youth. I said, Kyle McSlarrow deserves a chance just based on this guy Moran's performance.
Yes, it's just 2 years. We can get rid of him if he screws up.
I read in the paper that this guy Moran received hundreds of phone calls from our listeners.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were driving him nuts. And his spokespeople were saying, I don't understand how Mr. Stern could be against Mr. Moran. After all, Kyle McSlarrow is against abortion. I said, I couldn't care if Mr. McSlarrow is for taking fetuses and banging their heads against the wall. I don't care what the guy's for. The guy deserves a shot at intelligent government, and he's someone who believes that the radio shows can be handled by responsible adults, and they can watch their kids when they have to listen to something. I'm for Kyle McSlarrow. Call 1-800-203-9200 to not only contribute to his campaign, if you would, but let's get him elected. Let's get this guy Moran out of here, who obviously doesn't even know what he's doing, and a guy who is a completed nolo contendere to criminal activity. I mean, come on. What's the decision here? What's the decision? He's worried about me, but whether I'm saying penis. This guy's pleading nolo contendere.
Well, I've always said, you know, if people spent more time watching what they do themselves, everybody'd be fine.
Right.
No, everybody's watching you.
So I'm watching
make
TV.
You stay in line.
I'm watching Frank Zappa, then I'm watching a tape of... You got to see this tape. I got to give you this one, too.
What?
It's... What the hell's his name? Who's that religious guy? Not Jimmy Falwell.
Mm-hmm.
Reverend Falwell. Is he a reverend?
Yes.
Yeah, Reverend Jerry Falwell.
The very reverend.
He now does a show. He's like Rush Limbaugh or something. His TV show isn't about religion anymore. It's about Clinton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's now got a tape that is filled with slander. Like, I mean, just allegation after allegation how Clinton, his people, it appears that he has some tape that's trying to say that Clinton's people were robbing from other people to get secret information and hitting people over the head. And I mean, all kinds of allegations. When this guy became a political commentator, I don't know. I thought he was into Jesus.
Yeah. Well, you know, once you've been to Jesus and been born again, you know a lot more stuff.
It was a vicious attack on Clinton about sex, also about with this girl and the allegations. And I said, you know, this is amazing. This guy, George Bush, sat in office. He had a son who was involved in the SNL scandal. Not one of these creeps stood up and investigated and said one word. What a bunch of dicks. No one investigated. The entire SNL scandal, no one investigated.
They didn't have TV shows about it.
Yeah. You know why George Bush never brought up Clinton in his SNL scandal? Because he got his own going. Yeah. I said, these guys are all hypocrites. They're all hypocrites. They worry about sex. Well, anyway. But you got to see him. He's now like a current affair. You have to see him. And I guess this guy can slander anybody. I mean, it's unbelievable. You got to see this thing. He's like a whole. He's like doing political stuff.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, it's a whole hour show.
They had quieted down for a while.
No, he's back. Jerry Falwell, more fat than ever, sitting there talking about God knows what. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. A whole speech, and you got to get the tape because if you buy my tape, you're going to see Clinton.
He's got tape of Clinton.
Yeah, well, it proves that he went into an office and hit someone over the head and stole the reporter's notes who was preparing a story. I mean, you have to see these. It's like, well, why don't you just talk about men on Mars? Sell me a tape of that, too. It's awesome. I mean, these guys are all nuts.
Well, you got to remember who they're appealing to.
Reverend Jerry Falwell. He's an investigative reporter. You have to see him. He's like a super sleuth. It's just incredible. What a dick. What a flaming a-hole. Oh, nothing but a slob there. A slob in preacher's clothing.
Well, there's a guy, you know, they brought him in to fix the PTL club.
Yeah.
See how well he did there.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job. Now, one word about Jesus. Oh, and with Clinton, he's got information. I don't think this one news organization has this information.
Just Jerry.
Just Jerry.
And he wouldn't give it to a news organization.
Well, he's going to sell it to you on a videotape. He's got a videotape. It's wacky. I guess he gave Jesus the day off so he could get into politics. Anyway, I got to take a break here, and when we come back, there's a whole bunch of things going on today, and I'll get to your phone calls and all that other stuff right after these words. Hey, by the way, let me just make this announcement. I got to get this together real quick because Stan Dworkin has to get a haircut. Look, it's come down to that. My running mate, you know, I am running for governor. I haven't talked about it in 2 days. Everyone says to me, Howard, what's going on now that you're running? I said, I'm running.
Do they think you're dropping out because you haven't mentioned it?
I haven't mentioned it in 2 days because what's to do? I got the nomination. I'm waiting for them to put me on the ballot. That's what they said they were going to do. Anyway, my running mate, Stan Dworkin, good man, Rockland County legislator, but he needs a makeover. He really does. And I want to do one of those Regis and Kathy Lee makeovers on him.
Yeah.
You know, where we get him a suit, get him a hair. He needs a new hair color and hair job. Haircut.
Why can't we go to...
Mustache work. What?
Some friends of ours.
Who's our friend that does a makeover? We have a friend that does makeovers?
Well, in various departments. I don't know that we have one person who can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we could send them to one place for a suit and then another place for the hair.
I think we're looking for someone to do it for free.
Oh. Darn it.
No, I mean, no, we'll pay for it. I mean, I don't know.
What you're saying here is you want people to call in or talk to Gary or something about possibly assisting Stan?
Yeah, and we want to videotape it, too. You know, do the Stan Dworkin makeover.
Sure, just like we did. You know, we did a homeless guy look great.
Yeah. And Stan Dworkin needs work. You know, that's been his problem. The reason he didn't go further in politics is not that he's not a good man.
If he comes out half as good as that homeless guy,
yeah.
he'll be in good shape.
And Stan assures me he's working on losing about 15 pounds, which is all he needs. He's just a little bit of a gut. 15, 20 pounds, and he's in. Because he's really good. And, you know, people judge everything by appearance.
Unfortunately.
I am absolutely convinced that Mariah Carey is a big star and Phoebe Snow is not, because Mariah Carey is good looking, you know, like a real sex pot. Absolutely. And Phoebe's got about 5-6 pounds to lose. I'm convinced of that. So, you know, looks are everything, and that's what I told Stan. Looks make the man, et cetera, et cetera. And it is the age of media and television. It is not the days of FDR. FDR was walking around crippled.
How come we can't call that woman who does the Regis and Kathy Lee show? Did you ever get her name?
I don't know her name. I don't know her name. I don't watch that show.
Oh, yes, you do.
When am I going to watch it? I'm working.
When you're on vacation.
Yeah, but that lady isn't on when I'm on vacation.
You know who might be able to recommend somebody really good to us?
Who?
Joan Rivers.
Who?
Doesn't she have one of those people on her show?
Oh, yeah, when she comes in. Write that down, will you? Fa-fa-phone-I?
Yes.
Ask her about that.
She'll know the hair people
right.
and the clothing people.
But they charge $1,000 a session.
That's it.
Yeah. I remember we had her on my TV show, and she said,
you don't want to use her people.
She said, you're going to have to pay for my hair and makeup person. I said, oh, okay, sure, no problem.
$1,000.
Yeah, it was $500 for the makeup, $500 for the hair. I was like, is he going to give you a whole new head of hair for $500? What's he going to do?
How often do we get to use it?
Yeah.
For that kind of money.
Yeah, like, is he available for the whole month? I mean, what is that? What do you mean $500 for what? For 5 minutes of work? Although I don't know if Joan's the right person. As Stan will end up looking like
her,
like Edgar or British ambassador, something. I don't know.
You look like Sally Marr.
Yeah. No. Anyway, hey, by the way, the Rolling Stones had a press conference yesterday. Listen to this. Got 4 altacockers standing there trying to drum up some business.
Did you see them on the cover of, the New York Post this morning?
Yeah, I saw it.
I said, who's that old guy standing with the Rolling Stones?
I thought that was Tommy Tune.
Probably what? You got to do something about that.
Yeah, he kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. The other guys at least try to look youthful.
Yeah.
But Charlie Watts stands there in his suit and like gray hair. He looks like Stan Dworkin.
He looks like, no, who's that guy who used to play our man Flint?
Yeah.
James Coburn.
Yeah, he looks like James Coburn.
I don't know. I got to be honest with you and tell you I'm not too excited about seeing the Rolling Stones. I really don't care.
I got to tell you that probably nobody else is either.
I think so. I mean, I don't know. They're talking about they can make hundreds of millions of dollars by going on tour. I guess it's like an oldies show or something.
Well, they have a new album coming out.
Man, great.
Doesn't anybody really care?
Look like Mount Rushmore on the cover of the Post.
They're saying, it's been 5 years since they toured.
Yeah.
Nobody was asking.
Yeah, right. I didn't miss them. Yeah, it is kind of weird. I just have no desire.
I feel bad for Mick.
Don't feel bad for him. He's had more sex in his life than you'll ever...
I should feel bad, right?
Yeah. You should feel bad for you, not for him. Now, he's had a great life, and he's had a lot of hit songs, but it's time to move over and let some other younger guys go out on the road.
To not have that happening for you anymore.
Yeah. I guess once you had it, you keep wanting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him.
Wyman said, no, go away.
Yeah, the bass player was the only one with any brains. And Charlie Watts, the drummer, is always like, I don't want to do this anymore, but I suppose I'll do it.
Yeah, he likes the money.
Yeah, he's always angry. And I don't know. I don't know. I just have no desire to see him, but what do I know? But John went to the press conference.
But they're going to have some good opening acts, too.
Yeah. Stone Temple Pilots or something like that.
Counting Crows, Lenny Kravitz, and some other people. So I might go to see the opening act.
And then go home when the Stones come on. There you go. So, John, you were over at the press conference. It was a lot of people, though, right?
Oh, it was mobbed. It's unbelievable.
And the Stones came in on a boat?
On a boat, yeah.
The honey fit.
And they have like a video camera, and they show the boat coming in, you know?
And Mick Jagger changed outfits, I understand.
Oh, did he really?
They had a boat. The boat comes sailing up to the reporters, and Jagger is in a white suit or something. So then he goes underneath, I guess, and pops up at the press conference in a different outfit.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing white.
He's like Cher.
Oh, goodness.
Mick Jagger. I got to go change now. Meanwhile, Charlie Watts is standing there in a crumpled suit, could care less.
Charlie Watts seems like they want to be there.
Yeah, right. And then Mick is changing outfits. One guy really cares, and the other guy doesn't give a crap.
Charlie Watts said one thing in the press conference, everyone just laughed because he said something.
Oh, yeah, he never talks, doesn't try.
Yeah, he's like, wake me when it's over.
Yeah, and he's the drummer, like he's not replaceable. Anyway, yeah, so you got out there, and there was a lot of reporters.
Yeah, it was everybody. And, you know, Kurt Loder from MTV was, like, you know, introducing these Stones.
Oh, did he? You got to introduce them?
Yeah.
I guess the Stones trying to get some of that MTV connection going.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how fast the MTV people play your new video, Mick.
I guess that's going on the MTV Nostalgia show.
Yeah, whatever that is. Anyway, so we had a whole bunch of questions for John to ask, but the Stones...
Didn't they answer questions?
They answered all the questions, but they acted like nothing fazed them.
No, they were just having a good time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mick kept looking at me going, hey, you know.
Mick's in a coma, I guess. I don't know.
Mick's not quite sure what's going on.
I mean, Sonny Von Bulow gets upset by John's questions. And, but not Mick.
Rattle Mick Jagger.
Man, he's wrapped in formaldehyde or something. I don't know what it is. Yeah. All right, anyway, so let's hear what happened.
Hey, Mick, who's in charge of checking Keith for a pulse?
Are there any acoustic songs on the album, Keith?
What happened there?
He just he laughed.
He laughed?
And then totally avoided the question and answered the one before me.
Hey, Mick, you know what retirement home Bill Wyman is in? What retirement home is Bill Wyman in? Hey, Mick.
This is not the last story. Is it one of our friends?
Oh, he's trying to
He's trying to get any other question in there.
Would you hear him say he's funny?
Yeah, he's trying to deflect.
He's trying to pay attention to the real press.
He really wants to call you a schmo.
He'd like to come down there and get you.
Beat your ass. Yeah, you're real funny. I don't think he meant you were funny.
One of our friends at the Daily News said that last time we announced that the last time was the last turn. We specifically said, because I hate that thing when you say it's the last turn.
Hey, Mick.
You know, the real questions are so dull.
I know.
Oh, they're the worst,
Is it
Howard.
the lost
People
tour?
come up to me if every press conference go, John, thanks for being here.
People want to know if it's a lost tour. Yeah. This is our last tour.
Oh.
Is there any of our friends here? Or any more of our friends here? Another question.
Howard, the whole press conference was brought to a lull when somebody asked Mick about Kurt Cobain.
Oh yeah. Serious.
You know, Mick was like, it's inevitable.
Bad form.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Bad form.
I heard that Keith Richards, or one of them, was just muttering, "Death wish, death wish."
Well, you know,
death wish.
Keith was hooked up to an intravenous thing right next to him.
That's so funny. Yeah, you are real funny. Mick's right.
Yeah, real funny.
Real funny.
I got up close to Mick Jagger at those MTV Awards where I was Fart Man. And I was in my Fart Man costume, in the full goggles and everything, you know, and the lights going off on my shirt and my ass cheeks hanging out. And Mick Jagger walked by, but as ridiculous as I looked, he was dressed up in like I don't know, like he had like an Elizabethan outfit on. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, he was wearing one of those long coats.
Yeah, he
with
was
the ruffles and the waist pants. Or
yeah, like panty waist and ruffles. And he walked by me and looked at me like I was retarded, and I'm looking at him like he's retarded.
Costume party.
And he was really wrinkled, man. When you get up close to those guys.
He's very.
Oh, dude. Hey, I saw an interview with Vanna White last night on TV. Did she just turn 100 years old? What happened overnight?
Oh, no.
You know, she's pregnant and stuff, but her whole face got all wrinkled.
I looked at that. I saw the promos, and I said, my goodness, that's Vanna close up.
That was nasty.
Mummy.
Yeah, mummy.
Hey, Mick.
You got it. If you prepare for it, I think we should just about get.
Hey, Mick.
Any questions for Charlie?
Hey, yeah, Charlie. What do you guys drink on stage? Jack Daniels or Geritol?
Any questions for Charlie? Charlie doesn't talk. Why would there be any questions for him? Charlie McCarthy spoke more than Charlie Watts. Mick. Ugh. What?
Ryoko. What do you think of the death of Kurt Cobain?
Ronnie.
Is it true that Mick went to...
Faces reissues are out. Would you ever do a reunion tour with the original band?
Faces.
If I ever had time, I would. Is it true that Mick went to bed with David Bowie?
Yeah, of course. And now,
Some things don't
thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeehaw!
What a wonderful bunch of guys.
What a wonderful bunch of guys.
I hope you got out of there pretty quickly because he probably sent somebody after you.
So he said yes. He went to bed with David Bowie.
Of course.
Of course I did.
Some things don't change.
And you're rather cute, John.
Mick, did you go to bed with David Bowie?
Well, I'm sure they'll be in soon.
We play some of the new music.
Rambling Englishman answering questions like at a press conference.
Of course, some things never change.
Yeah, like what?
Of course.
Well, what are you?
Go to bed with Bowie.
So what will you be doing?
Bowie.
What songs will you be doing on the tour? Will you be doing a lot of the new stuff or the old stuff?
So the old stuff, it's some of the new stuff. Start Me Up, Brown Sugar.
Right.
Black and Blue. You've been great. You guys have been great. You're really great.
Right.
Any acoustic songs on the album?
We haven't written a song since 1910.
They actually played stuff from the new album. It sounded good.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You did a good job.
Thanks.
Mick.
Yeah, right.
Was that a stutter or were you just...
Mick.
Look at my neck. It's a turkey neck.
It was weird because I was sitting next to Dave Herman because we were sharing the same tape recorder.
Yeah.
So he was trying to ask a question every time, you know, but I was like,
yeah, right.
He looks more like Keith Richards than Keith Richards.
Well, there you go. Very good.
You know, for an added attraction, we're going to dig up Brian.
Oh, you stuff him and bring
Brian
him on
Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Weekend at Brian Jones. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I can't get too excited. I saw that they were coming. I was like, I know when we worked in Washington, we ran to see their show. We drove all the way to Philadelphia to see it.
To be at the opening show.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, but I don't know.
That was how many years ago?
It was like 15 years ago.
At that show?
Yeah, it was real embarrassing. I was really fat at that point.
Oh, but we were so far up. We were almost not in the stadium.
When I was in Washington, and I was like kind of a big star there. I had the #1 radio show. I had an 8-share. Had never been done in Washington before. I was like this big star, but the radio station didn't want to acknowledge me as any kind of famous person. So I asked them for some Stones tickets, and they got me Stones tickets like the foulest person on earth had better seats than me. I was sitting on a bench all the way up.
We were 3 rows
Yeah.
from the last row in the place.
Yeah, so... And, you know, Robin and I had put on some weight at that point.
Well, why you bring me into it? You're only different.
All right, I had put some... sorry, that's true. For a woman, you don't do that. But I had put on some weight. I had put on some weight at that point. Well, we had been under a lot of stress and a lot of stressful visits to Roy Rogers, and my tuchus had grown quite large. And I was wearing carpenter's pants a lot. Remember that?
Painter's pants.
I was in that's what they call painter's pants. I was in the painter's pants phase because they were nice and loose and I could really coveralls. And I hadn't even realized how big I'd gotten. But Robin says when I'd walk in front of her, I'd waddle, so it'd gotten pretty bad, and like my thighs would start scraping together and junk. So it'd gotten pretty bad, and
What used to crack me up was the loops on the sides of those pants.
You have to hang my hammers in case I had to do some carpentry.
Yeah. When you're climbing the ladder, you need both hands. Like a little brush in your loop.
So I'd gotten pretty wide in the hips and buttock area, and I gained weight like a woman. So we went to the Stones concert, and then I was trying to be sort of loose and trying to be kind of hip, but I actually looked a lot older then. I actually looked like I was 50 back then.
Right, because you had short hair
and bad mustache and real bad glasses, and I looked like a mass murderer. I looked like Pogo the Clown. So anyway, Robin and I were enjoying the music and everything, and everyone was sort of on their feet dancing and getting into it, and I just said, I want to stand up too. Maybe I'll move. I'll shake around a little bit.
Shake my groove thing.
Shake my groove thing. So I stand up and I'm getting into it.
Shimmying a little bit.
Yeah, I'm shimmying a little like this, and all of a sudden this girl, this white trash of a girl, is standing behind me, and she goes, "Hey, you big fat ass, sit down, you big fat ass." And I'm going, oh man, well, I'm supposed to be some kind of big star. I'm sitting all the way in the back. Some pig is yelling at me. I turn around and I shoot her a look and everything, and I go, "Hey, what are you talking about?" Because I couldn't believe she was talking to me. I didn't perceive myself as being that fat, and she goes, "Yeah, you fat ass. I can't see over your fat ass." I was just like, oh man. I sat down too, because
so I killed her.
Chopped her up in little pieces.
Strangled her with my scarf.
Me and Robin just sat there quiet.
Yeah, we were quiet after
embarrassing. And the little bitch had a good body too.
Oh, yeah, she had to be a cute little thing.
And plus, when you're sort of happening on the radio, you're used to women telling you how good looking you are, even though you're a pig. You're used to them telling you, you're really foxy.
Yeah, calling you up and coming on to you, the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, we had girls coming down the station trying to make love to be on the air, and I was starting to think maybe I'm kind of high. It doesn't matter if I gain weight. Maybe this size looks good on me. I'm a big man.
You were out of your element.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I went home and lost some weight. But remember, that was my phase where I was going through. I said, I was getting sick so much.
Yeah, that you were eating to try to regain your health.
Well, I said, you know what? I always see these big burly guys. I said, man, if I was a burly guy, then I'd
be healthy.
Yeah, I'd be healthy. So, little did I know anything about food or diet, so I just started eating any fattening thing I get my hands on, so I would get big and burly.
And didn't you go to get those pants that a big man told me?
Yeah, I used to shop a lot there.
So you didn't stop at Roy Rogers on the way home that day?
No, I just get big underpants. And
Did you think that you looked good, though, when you looked in the mirror? Were you happy with what you saw?
I didn't care. You know what? I never cared. I said, hey, I got a wife. I'm not looking for sex. So who cares how I look? And she seems to put up with any mess that I have. I get the same amount of sex. Now I look decent. I'm in shape a little bit for a 40-year-old guy. It doesn't make a difference. My wife doesn't get any more aroused. And she won't admit that she's not attracted to me anymore. She won't. She says, oh, no, I'm just as attracted. I said, well, boy, you sure don't act it.
Then you must have never been attracted.
You must have never been attracted is right. So, whatever. Who cares? Yeah, so I didn't care, I was just like, hey, man, if I got healthy, I wouldn't have sore throats all the time. If I got, if I had this big frame. But meanwhile, I was a skinny guy with this bloated frame. I still had narrow shoulders, and I looked like a woman. You had juicy ass.
When I met you, you were built like a pear.
Yeah, like a pear. I had a narrow top and a nice full bottom.
Sock 'em.
And then the big belly, all flabby. Not even like Jackie. Jackie gets big, but it's sort of muscular. It's firm at least. Mine was just like hanging, like flopping over my pants. And I thought, boy, if I just... And I would eat like 5-6 times a day, and I'd have big bowls of spaghettis and Chinese food, and boy, I mean, great stuff. Egg rolls. We would just get a pile of egg rolls, anything.
We ordered breakfast on the air, and then we'd go to Roy Rogers after we got off.
And I couldn't understand why I wasn't getting any healthier. I said, wow, I'm burly now. I should be... I'm big. I'm not going to be cold. I'm always cold. I said, I'm going to be warm now. I got blubber. I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Thanks. Take a couple of phone calls. Also, we have to play the John Tesh new record, the one where he's making a move toward pop music. Right?
Yes, this is his first album of popular music.
Yeah. And if anyone's listening who can get involved with the Stan Dworkin makeover, give us a call.
Now, didn't you tell me that the producers of the John Tesh album were...
Yeah, I'm going to go into that.
Okay. Somebody special.
Yeah. Good morning. Well, the John Tesh record is produced by John Tesh and someone named Conchetta. So his wife... Yeah, you're on the air. Just give me a second here. His wife is the producer of the album. I didn't even know she did music.
She was an actress.
Yeah, well, when you get a piece of ass wife like that, it's just like celebrity guys who fall in love with women. We were talking about, like, how funny is it that the executive producer of Mrs. Doubtfire is Robin Williams' wife, the babysitter.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but what was she before she married Robin Williams? She was a babysitter. Now when he talks about her,
with him,
he goes, I write with her, and I also, she has the best ears in the business, he says, so I run all my material by her. It's like, so she went from babysitter to having the best ears in the business.
How come nobody else saw this?
Yeah. Well, actually, the Pope recognized it when he met with her. Nobody else in the world recognizes.
Nobody else saw anything in her but a good nanny.
The best ears.
What she has is the best ears. She has the best vagina.
Well, first she's listening for a baby crying, now she's hearing jokes.
See?
Yeah.
There you go.
I hear the baby crying. Hey, she's got good ears.
Man, she's got good ears.
Yeah, I didn't even hear it.
The baby.
Yeah, it's my kid, and I didn't even hear it. The best ears in the business. But it's weird because now, it's hard accepting John Tesh as a performer. You're used to seeing him read the Entertainment Tonight news, and now Conchetta is the producer.
You got to swallow that too.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to swallow. Yeah. It takes away from one's credibility. Let me see if I have the credits here. It's executive producers, Conchetta and John Tesh. And I think he now calls his wife
Conchetta.
Yeah. Produced by Charlie Bishart and Ross Malone. Now listen to this. Assistant to the producer.
Yeah.
Gib Gerard.
Now, wait a minute.
Now, isn't that...
That's the son.
Isn't that Connie's son?
Yes. Now, what did he do?
He's assistant to the producer.
How old is he, though?
And the producer... How old is he? He's like 14, I think. Conchetta now is the executive producer of John.
He gets a credit on the album?
Hey, listen.
Man, is he in love.
Do you think, other artists now will want Gib Gerard and Conchetta involved with their albums?
Well, I'm sure after they hear this, they'll be calling.
Because I know a lot of people want to get involved with Robin Williams' wife and get her to executive produce.
Is she executive producing other things?
Well, look at the success she had with Mrs. Doubtfire. She's a real winner now. Yeah, I was the executive producer on a film. So if you make a deal with Robin Williams, do you have to make his wife the executive producer?
Don't you think at this point what you're doing is you're talking to her first?
No wonder my wife keeps hocking me, saying she should be involved in my movie.
Everybody's married to Lucy.
Yeah.
That's the whole deal.
Yeah, but I married my wife because she wasn't into show business.
It doesn't matter. You can be as far away from show business as you want before you marry a guy in show business.
I hate to say it, Yoko was a trailblazer. Hi, you're on the air.
Good morning, Mr. Stern.
Thank you.
Is there any chance when you come to Cleveland that you could bring your wife and your mama with you?
Possibly.
It would be really inviting if we could get together with your wife and your mother.
I'm not sure what your point is. I think you're trying to be funny, but
well, no,
I'm not even really following the humor of it, but that wouldn't be the first time I wouldn't understand the humor of one of my callers from Cleveland.
Oh.
You guys have a different sense of humor out there, I guess.
On a serious note, what kind of...
Oh, you mean that was a joke? You mean that was a joke?
Joke?
Was it a joke, or was it a...
Or do you really want to see his wife and mother?
Well, I'd like to know what kind of underwear his mother wears.
Oh. Well, I already told you that, didn't I? I told you not to be stupid, you moron. See, my
serious
dad used to, every time I'd say something dumb as a kid, my father would call me a moron and an idiot. And a lot of people have a problem with that. I don't, because I would have grown up like this guy. No one, probably this guy has his baby shoes bronze.
No one ever called him a name.
My mom and dad looked at my baby shoes and just threw them in the garbage. I'm just turning this guy's sound down.
Because he's talking.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, what was that?
What are you going to do to those drivers that kill families like that fellow the other day in New York when you become governor?
I'd like to give him the death penalty. What do you think of that?
Well,
I think Rodney King deserved the death penalty. What do you think of that? I think he got off light.
You should have a telethon.
All right. I can't take that guy. He's just like every moron I ever met. Now, my dad used to always call me an idiot and a moron, and it does tend to belittle one's self-image.
He didn't have to say it that way.
I told you not to be stupid, you moron. Where's the tape of my dad saying that? I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
But you were being goofy just like this guy.
Yeah, but I was 5. But my dad started me early, knocking common sense into me.
You would have stayed that way.
I know it. I know if it wasn't for him, I would have been another goofy guy. I would have been calling radio shows instead of having one.
I love when I meet these people who tell me they're as funny as you.
Yeah, and they're never funny.
They're not funny at all.
There's this guy on Long Island we know, his wife, in the beginning when she met us, she was like, you have to meet my husband. He's exactly like you. Yeah. And,
that is the most frightening statement anyone can say to me.
And I met the guy. He was nothing like me. He was just nothing like me. He just thought he was real funny. And he goes around telling him, I'm as funny as Stern, aren't I? Yeah, you're funny. Like one of those wealthy, obnoxious guys.
Yeah, his employees have to laugh.
Yeah. So people laugh at him, I guess, while he's acting like a retard. Now here's my old man.
I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
That was Family Day. That was at my dad's recording studio.
This is the day the family got together to have fun.
Yeah, one day a year we got to go to Dad's recording studio.
Shut up! Sit down!
That was me whining in the back. This was the frolic into Manhattan.
I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
I told you not to be stupid, you moron. I told you not to be stupid, you moron. I tell you, more people ought to talk like that to their kids.
You don't talk to your kids like that, and don't advocate it for anyone.
No, my kids are going to be failures. I treat them way too nice.
You're terrible.
I bought them the Iowa Mini Maxes for their rooms.
You got them?
Yeah, sure. I'm way too nice. My dad would bitch at me when he had to buy a $13 Great Garloo. What do you want this stupid Garloo for? It's ugly.
You don't give them that big lecture about how they have to take care of things because things cost so much and you've worked really hard.
No. They know what I do for a living. They know I don't work hard. They're like, you just go to the radio station, make more money.
Bring home more stuff.
Yeah, bring home more junk. No, I spoil the motivation right out of them. They'll pretty much be attached to me the rest of their lives. I know kids like that. They're now 40 years old and they're still attached to their parents financially. Can't leave home. They're a mess. And their parents have to buy them houses and junk.
Yeah. If the parents didn't get them up on their feet, they'd never go. They would just sit in the house. What do you mean do something on my own?
Yeah. What do you mean do something on my own? And they're all big shots.
What should I do?
They're all know-it-alls. They're all big shots.
Oh, yeah, they know everything.
Yeah.
Solves all the world's problems.
I know this one rich guy. His dad is like real successful. And whenever you get together, all they do is talk about the dad and how wonderful he is. And this guy's got 8 Corvettes in his driveway. Something like that. And he's like, oh, very proud of his father's success.
Of course.
Yeah, I would be too. Wish my father would have been a little more motivated in life.
No, instead he was working on you.
Yeah, he worked on me, telling me I shouldn't be a stupid moron. Meanwhile, how bright was he, making $20 grand a year?
Hey, look at what he did to you, though.
Yeah, he really turned me out into a real developed human being.
He really fixed you up.
Dallas, Texas, you're on the air.
Yeah, who's this? Hello?
It's the stupid moron.
Howard. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, is this Howard right now?
Yeah.
What? Hello? Sorry, I was listening to the radio.
I listen to the radio, too.
Oh, cool.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
No.
All right, dude, what can we do for you?
Jonathan, hey, you know you're...
I was telling Stuttering John that, why did the Rolling Stones hold their press conference on a boat?
I have no idea.
I said because it keeps the photographers on the pier. If you notice, every shot in the newspaper today is a long shot. They don't even really use their zoom lenses and stuff on that kind of stuff. They just have a wide shot. Did you notice?
Mm-hmm.
They all look like young rock stars.
Sure.
Even the shot of the two of them fighting, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. Look how young they look. Can you imagine if that was in focus? They show up on a pier. They're 5,000 feet away from any photographer. Oh, yeah.
Those guys need to stay away from the cameras.
Yeah, well, close-ups are no friends to grandparents.
Mine has not been friendly
But
to them.
did you? I
No.
saw a picture of Keith's wife the other day.
Young and beautiful, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's the one cool thing about being famous, getting that young girlfriend.
She is devastating.
Yeah, I was watching, like, the history of Sylvester Stallone, like when he wrote Rocky and stuff. He had this woman that he was married to, Sasha, for 10 years.
Uh-huh.
And they had 2 kids together. and
Probably half the time she was supporting him.
Yeah, while he was out, like, and he was making like a porno movie or something. He had this dream of being an actor and all this stuff, and she actually like stuck by him. And then the second he wrote Rocky, boom.
Well, I understand.
Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah.
Jennifer Flavin.
What was that other girl's name? The tall girl, Susan Anton, was the one he left.
Susan
for.
Anton.
But he had that script under his arm for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, that's 10 years when he's married to Sasha. So, now you look at him and you go, hey, man, wow, sex symbol, good looking. Meanwhile, I saw what he got on his own.
Yeah, but you know what? He's a real worm.
Is he?
He wrote Jennifer Flavin a letter, and Federal expressed it to her to tell her that their relationship was over.
That's what I'm going to do when I divorce my wife.
Oh, that's
Dear
so
Allison.
wrong.
He told her.
Yeah, he told.
That is
Some guys
so
don't even
wrong.
tell him. Dear bitch.
Yo, I'm leaving.
Dear bitch.
For a writer, she said it wasn't even all that imaginative.
How could
Yes, the credit cards don't work no more either. And I'm using your FedEx number. Yeah.
I tell you something. That Jennifer Flavin is such a doll. I mean, I was looking at People magazine right after the breakup. They had pictures of her on her bed. Walking through the street.
Boots?
Yeah, the boots.
You saw the magazine, too?
Dude, let me tell you, you're calling from Dallas. I'm here in New York, and we're all thinking the same thing. It's a small universe when a guy, it cuts through everything, doesn't it? It doesn't matter where you're looking at it from.
Can't imagine.
There's something about boots, I'll tell you.
Oh, boots on skinny legs like that with the big giant breasts.
You can't imagine stopping at that and then moving on to something.
No, you just can't. I mean, wouldn't you be satisfied? You see, I have to understand these things. I might have to actually go cheat on my wife to understand what happens. Like, you're with Jennifer Flavin, aren't you like, this is it. I don't need anything else.
And I'm telling you, what did he do? He picked her up when she was, what, 18, 19, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. 18, 19. And remember the mother? Remember we had Jennifer Flavin on the show, and she goes, my mother loved Sylvester. She talked to him, and he took me away to Hawaii.
The first date, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Nice move.
Mom says he's going to foul me, but it's worth it. Now the mother's bad-mouthing him.
Yeah.
We should get her on the phone.
Jennifer Flavin now is like washed up at 25. She's like an old bag. She's left behind. Oh, she hot, man. They had her walking. They had her sitting. She was like...
She had that big, wide stride.
Yeah, and she has this whole thing going where, like, hey, it's over, and I'm not upset about it. But the guy from People says you could tell the look in her eye that she was upset. Meanwhile, then they have pictures of her on the bed like she's pining away for Sylvester. And she's in like a little dress with like these black stockings. I can describe the exact outfit she wears for pining away for Sylvester.
I read the article. I don't remember what she was wearing.
Oh, man, you got to be a guy for just 5 minutes.
And there's that other picture of her sitting on that desk in the same outfit with the boots.
Yeah. That was a great issue.
Yeah, just the pictorial was good.
Too bad People's in black and white. That should be color.
Oh, man.
You know what? People magazine a couple of years ago contemplated going color, and they realized it didn't even matter.
They
People
don't
just
have
buy
to.
it. Yeah. They could cheap out on it. Anyway, thanks for the call.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to tell you something.
Yeah.
You got your death penalty.
Yeah.
All right. In these states that have it, they're not killing enough people. That's
I know
the problem,
it.
though.
I know. It's a real hassle.
We got a guy last night here in Dallas that was running around, went to one gas station, didn't rob the guy or nothing, just walked up to him, shot him, ran away, went right down the street, shot another person, killed him.
Yeah, and they'll never kill him because it's endless
People
appeals.
like this are roaming the streets.
Well, look, at least it'll be a step in the right direction if we get the death penalty. And, like maybe at some point we'll be able to get caning. I see Singapore's already backing down.
Yeah, they're going from 6 to 4 strokes.
Yeah, they're going to give the kid 4 lashes. 4 lashes. It's like, why cut it down? That's the best thing you guys got. Don't let us ruin it for you.
Yeah, what was it, 6, and now they're going to 4?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, they'll be down to 2 soon.
Well, did you see? I saw a report on one of the tabloid shows yesterday.
Yeah.
It really is a serious offense to vandalize a car over there. In order to keep traffic down, they tax cars so much that the average Mercedes costs something like $250,000.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you go along and spray paint that?
Yeah. The guy invests $250,000, man. That's heavy-duty money.
I beat you myself.
Yeah, beat your face in. Yeah. You know, everyone agrees with me, too, now about Rodney King. It's really funny. You're not the only one. I was
you turned us all around.
Yeah.
I keep reading this story.
Yeah. Abe Moses, or whatever his name was.
Myers.
Abe Myers.
Hey, well, he just proved the thing. That's a quick way to go out and get rich. Get drunk, drive reckless, get pulled over, let him beat you, you're a rich man.
Well, now we got a new tape here in New York. They showed it on the news last night of some other dude getting beaten by the cops, supposedly.
Yeah.
And you see it, and, like, this guy's completely out of control. The cops take him, and they don't even beat him. They, like, push him.
They push him into a car.
They push him into a car so he'll like, calm down. And now we're going to make this guy a millionaire. Not
Looks
even
like excessive force.
Yeah. Excessive force.
Yeah, unbelievable.
What are you going to do with it? What are we going to be? We're going to be Hall Patrol monitors?
What are we supposed to do? Get big, long sticks?
Yeah.
You know, and maybe we're supposed to be like Wild West guys and rope these people.
Well, they're saying how we want to be the world police when we can't even handle it here.
When I was in 5th grade, this was really weird. They made me the captain of the Hall Patrols.
Oh, you were doing that?
Yeah, I was
you
into
had
that.
your badge and your shield and everything?
I didn't even want it. My 5th grade teacher, Mr. Diamond, said I was like one of few white people
Right,
left
I
at
was
this
going to say,
point.
wait a minute, weren't you in that situation?
I said, look, I really don't want to be no Hall Patrol. Because, no, not only are you a Hall Patrol, you're the captain. So they pin this badge on me, and they go out and say, now, just maintain order out in the halls.
Oh.
How many seconds after you got the badge on did you get your ass kicked?
Well, let me tell you something. There was this kid, Zany.
Zany again.
They said, quick, get out there. Zany is going wild on the school grounds.
Uh-huh.
On the school grounds, he was going wild and fighting with the other kids. They said, get out there. I said, what? Are you crazy? Now, listen, I've been in black neighborhoods.
Officer Stern.
You cannot be a cop and go in there and sort of talk to one of these guys. You have to tackle them.
Was it they that sent you out there, the kids or the teachers?
Kids and teachers.
Teachers said, go take care of that fight?
Yeah, they were like, you better run out there. You're the captain of the Hall Patrol. So I was like, hey, dudes. I think it's cool on my resume, but I don't...
I don't really want the responsibility.
Yeah, I don't really want the work involved.
Hey,
I'm not built to take on a Zany.
There was a 6th grader here in Texas, in Dallas, found with a gun in his locker room.
Yeah.
How'd you like to be a patrol for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Howard, I hate to interrupt, but Joan Rivers is here.
Oh, is she? Oh, good. All right, let me take a break and we'll get Joan right in.
Congratulations on your candidacy.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Robin, it's not only Sally Moore, but don't forget the special Tears and Laughter.
That's right.
Yeah, Joan's got a whole bunch of stuff to plug. And you know what? Joan really takes herself very seriously. If you don't get her right in, she gets all pissed off. So let's quick break. Meanwhile, when I do her show, I'm waiting in a dressing room an hour and a half. Yeah, but you know, can't keep Joan waiting.
I can't wait.
Quick, get some commercials on. Hey, you want to meet Joan Rivers? I have her right here on the show. Big starlet.
Starlet?
Yeah, she looked good. I saw her in the New York Times the other day. You know, she's got this play opening up, The Life of Sally Marr.
I think it would be Star. Her daughter would be a starlet.
Nah, Joan looks better than her daughter. I saw her daughter on MTV the other day playing Dating Game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like the co-hostess of the Dating Game.
What are they doing over there?
Here she is, TV star, Broadway star, star of QVC. You know, there she... Oh, wow, a big star. You what? If I had your daughter and you in a room and I had to make love to one of you, I'd make love to you.
You haven't seen Melissa lately.
I saw her on MTV yesterday.
That was 3 years ago. They're still playing that stupid thing.
Oh, are they?
Look at her in Tears.
Why do you care? If I'm more attracted to you...
May 15, because she looks fabulous.
Maybe you're just his type.
Do you know what I like? You're all
Hi,
japped
Howard.
out with the nails and the whole hair and
That's what you
everything.
did Wall Street Journal, because I know you're a big mogul now.
P.U., too much perfume.
Oh, Dorothy.
Dorothy? Did she perfume you?
The bottle broke.
The bottle broke, really?
The perfume, not me. There's no such
If I didn't have so much snot in my nose, I could smell you. Oh.
hardly too much perfume.
Look at the outfit.
And the price of that perfume, you're lucky there's even an ounce in here. Where is Robin?
Look at Joan, how trim.
I know, she looks good.
What is that, a leotard? I swear to God, look at you.
You keep trying, Howard. I've got my suit against Clinton coming up next.
Oh, yeah? Was he harassing you?
Oh, he harassed me last night.
Really?
Called me up, and he says to me, like, first of all, they say, Miss Rivers, the president calling. Then you say, what are you wearing?
Look at you. What is that? What are you wearing? What is that, a leotard under there?
No, it's a little simple stretch dress.
Is that, stand up.
I'm not standing
Come
up.
on, let me see something.
Howard, later we'll
And listen how your voice is shot from doing all this Broadway. What are you doing to yourself?
I'm doing, first of all, you're all invited. We open tomorrow night.
I'm not coming to opening. I'm coming.
We didn't ask you to opening.
No, you did.
You're invited.
By the way, let me ask you something.
No, let me just say, you have such an ego.
Wait, before you plug. You did. You sent me an invitation. You sent me an invitation. It was an afterthought.
But it wasn't her, though, was it?
No, her producer or somebody.
And I didn't get one, even.
You're invited, Robin.
You have to get invited.
You want opening night tickets, Robin? Hey, speak to me right now.
I have never seen your breasts so exposed before.
Thank you.
She's selling tickets.
Yeah, she's selling all right. She's not selling tickets. Don't I look good? Listen, Joan.
Howard.
Really, you are now on Broadway.
Yes, exciting.
And you are the Life of Sally Marr.
Yes.
Which she's wild. That's Lenny Bruce's mother.
Yeah.
And you are going to destroy your throat. You are talking too much.
No.
You are. I hear it, and you're very tense.
Are you still doing your show, your talk show?
Yes, obviously you're a major watcher. Yes.
Well, I have to
who can find it? It's on Channel 11. Some of us have a life.
Yeah.
So
on
you're
Channel 11, if you can find it in New York at 1 o'clock. The advertising, the support they give me is phenomenal.
You know what's exciting? You know what's exciting about you? What's exciting about you is you're always trying. Look at you. You never say die. You always keep. I mean, look at how driven. She's always trying to bring something exciting.
You can't even hear her talking to you now.
I'm Sally Marr. I'm Sally Marr. Look at me. Look, where's Lenny? Oh, he's dead. Oh my God.
So you,
Sally Marr.
You're going to open up and you're not even going to have a voice left.
No, but I only do it. I had the best schedule on Broadway.
All right, describe your schedule.
Broadway.
No, wait a second. Hold on.
Change Broadway forever.
How often do you tape that TV show?
I tape my TV show 3 times a week.
3 times a week. You have to go into a studio, and that's a couple of that's a couple hours. Am I correct?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work.
You got to prepare. You got to do all this kind of thing. All right.
You can't sell a mop without knowing about it.
Yeah, right. You have to learn about the mop and all that other stuff. It's a very difficult job.
No,
but I'm saying it's a strain on you.
Yeah.
And then you do that, and I know you got to be
synthetic or cotton.
And you have to be made up, and you have to.
That takes hours.
I mean, seriously, I've seen what goes on with you.
Yeah.
She will not even look at anyone until she's made up.
That's right. You can't see Joan
if
until
there's
she's
a fire
ready.
in my house.
Joan once did my TV show. People were not. This is wild. People were not allowed to look at Joan. Dorothy knows this is true. There was a rule that no one in the hall could look at Joan.
No, that was Diana Ross.
No, that was you. That was you.
Did you see the army of people who ushered her in so you couldn't
People could
see
look
her?
at me.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to look at me.
And there were people. No. You said I want everyone out of the hall so no one will see me.
I did not. Dorothy.
Dorothy, tell the truth.
And remember the lighting?
I'm telling you, it took less time.
Avert your eyes.
Oh, please! It took less time to do the Cowardly Lion and the Wizard of Oz.
Do you remember there had to be a lighting test?
Yeah, the lighting test.
Down.
The lighting test.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
If you don't protect yourself, the old stars knew.
You ought to do what the Rolling Stones did. They showed up on a boat for their press conference, so you couldn't see them. The photographers couldn't get near them.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Mick Jagger sat in front of me at some Broadway show.
Oh yeah, close-ups are not kind to him, right?
Yeah. The years of those parties are showing up in his puss.
Yes, I know it. Boy, are you perfumed? What are you wearing?
I'm not that. That's Dorothy.
I know that's you, my darling.
It's just my natural.
Wow, It's like you know what it reminds me of? World War I mustard gas attack. I tell you, I'm gonna drop dead in here.
You know what it is?
You smell
You're
good,
so used to the tawdry, cheap perfume.
Let me see that
of your
dress.
guest.
Let me just take a look.
Howard, just stay where you are.
No, I want to see what you're wearing.
It's a
What is
plain,
that?
simple dress.
Look at your
you
body.
Look thin.
Thank you.
And the hair looks terrific.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah,
you don't
you
look
look
bad
very
yourself.
good, Howard.
No, so you're attracted. Are you still with that young guy?
I'm still with that guy.
You're still dating that guy,
so
huh?
that's working out?
No wonder you look good.
Yeah.
You got to keep yourself in shape when you disrobe for this guy.
Yeah, well, you keep places very dark.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like Helen Keller in my bedroom.
Hey, you know, I need you for my Dworkin makeover. You know,
Thank you.
my running mate is Stan Dworkin, you know, and he needs a makeover of some
Yeah, we
kind.
need a name of
Yeah, we
somebody
need
who
a-
can go fix him up.
I mean, whoever's
Just
putting you together is doing some job.
The Sam Dworkin?
You know, hey, wait, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You do this schedule, right? You do this
I can
show.
tell you-
I want to understand something. Now, you're obviously exercising your brains out.
Yeah.
So you'll look good.
Yeah. Not an hour a day.
That's a strain on your throat as well.
And the heart. And
Yeah.
the thighs.
Right. And what do? You run around like a chicken?
On the stage, I run like
No. What do you do every day? You run for exercise?
I fast walk or run.
You fast walk.
Half an hour, and then I do weights.
And then you do the weight training. This is 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
So you wake up in the morning and you immediately begin weight training?
No,
and
I do it sometime during the day. When do you do yours?
What's the difference when I do mine?
Because you're looking good,
I'm asking
Howard.
you.
I think your viewers, Howard, want to know about you, Howard.
No. They don't want to know anything. First of all, I don't have any viewers. These are listeners. Anyway, listen to me. You're unconscious from working so many hours.
Some of them are
Joan.
stupid and are staring at the radio.
No, listen to me. They're waiting for my picture to come on. Listen to me. You do this exercise, what, first thing in the morning?
Usually in the morning.
Morning,
yes,
okay.
Before I have myself put together.
All right, then you have yourself put together.
Yes.
And then you go out and you do these TV shows. And then what do? You rehearse the...
And
when
then
do you rehearse
we've
this
been
play?
rehearsing this play for 2 years.
And don't you get tired? Do you take a,
years?
Do you take a nap in the afternoon?
2 years. I'm very lucky. I'm like Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
I can sit in a chair and take a nap for 7 minutes and I feel great again.
Right. So you sit in this chair and you nap.
Yeah.
And then you revive yourself.
Yeah.
And then you go and you do this, and then you sell on QVC, and you do...
My jewelry, which is going great. I'll
And
be
then
on
when do you
again
have
Mother's
time-
Day. Be on Sunday night.
And what happens when you have a date with this young man? I mean,
When do you see him?
When do you see him? When do you work out with him?
To Howard.
Right.
I have changed Broadway. I said I will only work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. They said we need
You're
so we
kidding.
need 8 shows to make it economical.
Right.
So I now am doing Wednesday matinees, Friday matinees, brand new, never done before. So successful.
Really? Friday matinee?
Friday
Well, that would make
matinee.
sense. Why not?
Nobody ever thought of that before.
Yeah.
So I do Wednesday matinee, Friday matinee, Saturday and Sunday matinee. So I
Right.
get all my stuff in. So I
you're
have
doing
Monday,
two
Sunday,
shows.
Monday, and Tuesday wide open for myself.
And what happened? You wrote this show with Mel Brooks?
No, not with Mel Brooks.
Yeah, I heard Mel Brooks was
I
involved
thought Mel
in
Brooks
this.
wanted to make it into a movie.
He wanted to make it a movie, and then Mel
Never
Brooks...
happened. He had Spaceballs, and he lost favor.
Right.
You know, in California, they're either decorating your office or kicking you out.
Right, exactly. He's
And I
over.
met
In other words, Mel Brooks is over. Am I
I
correct?
met him in the moving truck.
Right. He's over. He's over.
Not
It's
over.
done with. It's done
He's
with.
a very smart man, but
It's
at
over
the
and done
moment
with.
he wanted to make this movie, they were not being very kind to him at MGM.
I see. So they threw him out, and all of a sudden you're
So I
stuck
said,
with the script, and you
and
say,
I-
wait a second, I'm going to get this done.
I made so many pitches.
Right.
You know what I mean? I went to anything that had an office
Right.
in California.
Right.
And pitched. And finally, Dorothy, my manager, said to me, you tell it so well, you should do it as a show.
On Broadway.
Yeah.
And
That's how it started.
It's
So-
not a one-woman show, though.
No, there are 4 of us in the cast.
Right.
It's terrific. It's
very good?
Standing ovations.
Really? Has it been reviewed yet?
It's going to be reviewed Thursday.
Thursday. Oh, so you're going to be nervous? I bet you're going
I've
to wet
always
your
been so
panties when you
nervous.
get
I've
those
been
reviewers in the audience.
So nervous already.
Will you wet your panties when you are in front of the
no,
reviewers?
no,
You're
no.
enough of a pro that you will not wet your panties?
Well, I'll
I see.
wear a Depend.
Will we in the play? Will we see Lenny
You
shoot
see
himself
Lenny-
up and
you
kill
see-
himself?
You see Lenny's rise. You see her story. Her story's incredible.
Right.
Yeah. And then you see her survival.
Aren't you going to ask her the question, Howard?
What is it?
Why?
The other day when Pat Cooper was
Oh,
in.
Joan hates Pat Cooper. They hate each other.
I don't
No,
hate
Pat was screaming about you again, and
I guess he's off his Prozac.
he said, "Who?
I don't know what.
Who said?" He was screaming, "Who is Sally Moore? Who the hell was it? Sally Moore? Sally Moore."
Look, let him live. Be well. I don't care.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't want.
Joan gets very upset when you mention
I
Pat.
think that right.
Yeah,
Not part of your life.
she can't handle it. She gets crazy.
I think I met him once, about 18 years ago. He was trying to get on the Hollywood Squares. You know, I have no idea.
Now, did Sally Moore strip for a living ever?
Sally Moore did everything.
She did?
She was the ultimate woman.
All right.
Everything. She taught strippers. At 50, she married a 19-year-old
Will you be
girl.
taking your clothes off during that? No,
Yeah,
are you naked in this play at all? Like hair or
wait,
something?
no
like
wonder
that?
She's been working it.
First act, only for a second, right, Dorothy? Second act, silhouette.
What are you wearing under that jacket? Can I see you without the jacket, or is
No.
that not permissible?
How? It's permissible if you buy me dinner first.
Really? No, really. What's the story? And you're
I'm
making
not a
love,
cheap date,
and you're
Howard.
seeing this guy on a regular basis?
I see this guy on a regular basis.
No
Is
kidding.
he in New York?
What is it, 20 questions?
Yes.
And you hear Joan over the radio and you're saying, Howard, what are you carrying on about? Because, you hear the voice and everything, and it's, they can't see your body. You really have, we have worked it into something sexy, right?
It's about time before you die. Now, let me add, it's like what they call the last bloom.
Yeah, really. I mean, you're outrageous.
Yeah, but how are you?
How's your ass?
Beyond.
When you take your panties off.
It's so high up.
No, seriously. No, to be honest with me. Dorothy, you've seen her naked, right? Dorothy, have you seen Joan naked? Seriously? You've seen her naked?
No.
Have you ever seen her nude?
Very often I call Dorothy and say, Dorothy, I'm naked, come upstairs.
Does she have cellulite? Does she have cellulite?
None.
Really?
None.
Are you really tight on your buttocks?
Give me your hand.
Give me. Let me feel it. Let me feel it.
Feel this.
No, don't pretend. Let me feel it. No, I really would like to feel it, actually.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. I tell you something. You're built like a Heatherlock Lear all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh, she's doing very well. There's a career that sure came back.
Yeah, it sure did.
Isn't that nice?
All right, now get back to this schedule of yours. And you meet this guy, and now you're having sex how many times a week? I'm curious. A woman who is you're not a spring chicken.
Excuse me?
No, I'm saying you're not a young girl.
Because I'm tired. I get tired about 5 or 6 times a day. Sex is enough.
No, seriously, do you have sex 2 times a week?
What do you say?
With a guy?
6 times I say.
Is it exciting for you to be having sex?
Dorothy, don't disturb me for 3 minutes.
No, come on, be honest. Is this very romantic now? Is it romantic?
Howard, my life is very nice now.
Yeah, but what's wrong with asking if it's romantic?
Sure, it's romantic.
And it must be exciting now when you're around this guy. I mean, the excitement is still there.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, you had been with Edgar a long, long time.
22 happy years.
22 happy years,
well,
on and off happy.
8 happy years.
and let's face it.
I really want to talk about this.
How come you put everything else in your books and your movies? You've always been honest.
Yes.
And now this is verboten. The new Joan Rivers sexuality. Why are you not dealing with it?
This is what people want to know.
I don't understand.
I just
forget about Sally Marr. I want to know about you.
Let's talk about. I have a movie coming out too. We can talk about.
Oh yeah, now this is exciting. Now this is exciting. This is unbelievable. This is the story really of Joan and Edgar and Melissa.
Well, I thought Edgar was gone already. This is the story of Joan and Melissa.
No. Edgar is in this. They actually used the real Edgar. Right? Didn't you tell me you used the real Edgar? You said you'll do anything for ratings, and you actually got Edgar out of the ground, and he's back, and he looks better than ever. You had him completely set up like Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Edgar.
Come on.
May 15th.
When you climb on top of that guy, do you ever hear Edgar's ghost moaning? Do you ever hear him going, oh my God, oh my God? I bet you he's in the room watching. I bet you it's like the movie Ghost.
He's hovering over
See, that's the movie I would make with Joan Rivers. I would like to put you in a movie. Edgar is really there with you. You just don't know it. Like in Ghost. And you're making love to young guys, and he's watching, and he's freaking out, and he's going out of his mind. Am I right? Is that a movie?
Like Topper.
Like Topper. Right. And Edgar. And use the real Edgar. I'm saying go for it. Go for everything. Go for broke.
You've got such a vision.
Right.
You should be out in California.
Let me tell you something. You get along with Edgar better now than you did when he was alive. It's true.
Now, I want to know everything about the house.
And then when you're done with Edgar, you sell him on QVC. Sell him on. That's it. When he's done. Yes, of course. Joan knows what to do. What?
You should have respect.
Oh, come on, respect. When I'm gone, people will be trampling on my grave.
She doesn't sell Edgar. She sells replicas of what Edgar gave her.
I know she does. I know. It's very beautiful. She has worked that whole Edgar thing into a routine. But you and Melissa will be in this one. Now, this is exciting to me. I'm looking forward to it.
Tears and laughter. And can I tell you the truth?
What's it called? Tears and what?
Tears and laughter.
Tears and laughter.
Tears and
in other words, there was crying involved over it, and yet laughter involved in it.
And laughter.
All right, go ahead. A dichotomy.
Very...
Right.
Yes,
yeah, I'm no idiot.
They should not have flunked you in college.
No, I should have. No, I was magna cum laude.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was communications major. I watched Ingmar Bergman movies. Yeah, real hard to get a good grade. So wait a second. Let me get this straight.
So we did this movie on NBC.
You and Melissa will be in this.
And it's what happens to a family after a suicide. It's terrific. It's a terrific movie.
And no one will play Edgar?
No, it's what happens to us.
You mean, in other words, it's the day after his suicide.
So are there fights between you and Melissa? Real dramatic scenes?
And Melissa can act? I know you can act, but Melissa can act?
Melissa has directed, Howard.
Oh, get out of here. Leave me alone with that.
She directed off Broadway. Just
give Melissa a pile of money and let her go live her life. Leave her alone already with that career.
Very, very good.
You're going to leave her the mother load when you pass on.
There's no mother load to leave. I'm leaving also the young guy and the 2 dogs.
Let me ask you something. That's another thing I don't accept.
You got another dog.
I keep Joan did a series of interviews because she's going to be Sally Marr on Broadway. It's opening up. It's opening up, as a matter of fact, tomorrow night.
Yes.
And
Helen Hayes Theater.
Helen Hayes Theater. And I'm reading in the New York. By the way, you're in the front of the New York Times. I see a sexy picture with the legs and the whole thing.
Is that nice?
Oh yeah, you didn't look like no Sally Moore. I seen Sally Moore. It looked like a train hit her face. Anyway, so the point is, I see you there all sexy and everything, and I'm reading again how you were broke when Edgar died, and I refuse to believe it. And I'm going to tell you why. I refuse to believe it.
Why
Dorothy,
would she have been broke?
Dorothy, you're brainwashed, Dorothy. Wake up.
True.
No, you want to know why? She was when she was hosting the Tonight Show.
I was on salary.
Excuse me.
And they were very cheap.
I know that.
But
you were
had
doing
the Fox
Vegas.
deal.
You were doing forget the Fox deal. You were doing Vegas every night.
Yes.
You were making hundreds of thousands of dollars in a week.
Salaried. Half of that went to the government. I had great expenses. I was doing very well.
What were you spending money on? What were you spending money on?
The hairdresser.
Drugs. You were on drugs. You admit it. Drug habit.
She
had to have tons of money. Dorothy, how do you accept
my
it?
nose 4 times.
I was there.
Dorothy.
I was there. I saw it.
Dorothy, it's impossible. The Fox deal, she got $3 million payoff.
You know you make a ton of money. Meanwhile,
I do
you
not.
have to pay your mortgage, you have to pay your publicist, you have to pay your agents, you have to pay your business partners, you have to pay your manager a lot of money.
Just say, but if I saw that more was going out than was coming in, I would stop all that.
Well, I'm not that. I don't feel that way.
She went shopping. I refused to buy that. Was Dorothy broke too?
Shopping with?
Yes.
Dorothy was rolling in dough. How did you get broke? You didn't save any money?
You gave Joan a loan?
What is this? Everyone was broke?
We had very bad investments. The market fell. I was heavily into the market. The market dropped out.
So did your new boyfriend go with you to Sally Moore?
He comes every night.
He comes every night.
Oh, I gotta go now.
Now we'll go.
Him out.
Yeah, screw the show. And then afterwards, he's like, "Oh, Joan, you're so brilliant."
He rents an ambulance so we can make out right there on the way to my
And does he bring his friends? And they're like, "Oh yes, he goes with Joan Rivers." It's like a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Really?
Is he in? He's not in the business.
I'm not going to tell you.
He will be.
Else.
He will be. He's going to be directing with Melissa.
Executive producer.
Yeah, you'll see. Him and Melissa can direct a movie together.
Melissa is great in this movie. They want to put her up for an Emmy.
Just listen to me.
Wait.
Just give her a bunch of money and let her live her life.
Is it acting when you're playing yourself?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is.
It is.
It is.
You got to look at it.
Howard
she
must
didn't know.
be getting ready to play himself.
I am, so it is. Believe me.
Are you going to be in the Howard Stern story?
I'm not talking about it right now. I'm talking about you.
Can I play somebody in it?
Sally Moore, you're going to play.
Okay, perfect.
You're going to be Sally Moore in all my movies.
That's with the young Howard, sensitive, shy, yet with a sense of humor.
If I make a movie, you're going to be
smiles, his little crooked smile.
I'm going to put you in my movie. No, I'm going to put you in a movie. You're going to do a love scene with me. Okay. All right?
Just so you can touch her butt.
Yeah, just so I can, and I'll cut it out afterwards. I just wanted to see why you look naked. I think you look terrific.
Anyhow.
Let me see the legs in that dress.
Is it going to be... Let
me just roll back a little. Let me look at them crossed. Let's see.
My legs are okay.
Not bad.
My legs
and
are
how short is that dress? Take the napkin off your... why did you cover your... What are you covering?
Howard, I'm sitting here like a real person, and you're not allowing me to be a friend and a confidant.
And your breasts look big in that outfit. I can't believe it.
Who came on before me? They're just so thrilled. There is Dorothy in tight pants.
I can't even see Dorothy.
Look how good Dorothy looks.
Dorothy always stays in good shape.
I'm staying right
We
here.
went and did this movie up in Vancouver.
Come here, Dorothy. I'll squeeze your ass. Oh, so you're every day in the gym. And this is you're driven. You're driven.
All these companies are making movies in Vancouver.
No, you're making a movie?
We made Tears and Laughter in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
We would go into the gym. It was like Star Gym.
Right.
There would be Stacy Keach.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum.
Right.
Laura Dern.
Yeah.
It was just Star Time.
Hilarious.
And what do? You stand there and talk to them?
No, we'd all be working out. Jeff Goldblum doesn't stop.
Well, he's in real good shape.
Well, he's in great shape.
Yeah, he's a Reuben fly. What is it? Kindle fly. Brindle fly.
They use the machines, and Jeff and Stacy put like 30 pounds on me.
And where was your boyfriend during the shooting of this movie?
He did not come to Vancouver.
So you didn't see him for how long?
3 weeks.
For 3 weeks. And were you really horny?
On the phone every minute?
Howard. We had phone sex, I would say, Dorothy, 7-8 times.
No, let me ask you something. Has this revitalized your life, having all this sex? I'm curious. I picture like 9 jars of lubricant by Joan's bed. I don't know. I just do. I don't know. I don't know with you. I don't know if you're really turned on.
I have them. I have nice chintz covers on them.
You're turned on when these guys touch you and stuff? Do you get turned on?
I decorator do like little slip covers.
Little skirts for the jars.
Are you turned on when this guy touches you? I mean, do you get queasy? I mean, do you get like butterflies? Like a schoolgirl? Do you get weak knees?
Howard, he's a very nice man.
Really?
How about that?
Do you ever videotape your sex?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I brought it with me.
Have you ever done that? Would you ever do anything wild like that?
Are you out of your mind?
Would you let him handcuff you?
Oh, Aren't you supposed to?
No, have you ever done that?
Well, Edgar, I do that all the time. Is that wrong?
Well, I used to handcuff Edgar and just leave him there for a few weeks.
Right. Edgar, I mean, I thought
Have you done everything with? Have you done things with this guy that you never did with Edgar for 22 years?
I will mention some things.
3 inputs.
Oh, yeah, we've done that.
You did? You really did that?
Yeah, what else?
No, you didn't. Do you do that?
Yeah, what else?
You go for that kind of thing? That's rough. That's rough for a woman like you.
Yeah, we do rough. We do rough days.
No, this guy was a trailblazer, right?
Yeah. Oh.
He blazed a new trail. You went for that? My wife won't go for that.
Which?
Blazing a new trail.
Oh, yeah, sure. We've done that.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. The mere suggestion would drive you crazy. Yeah, that's right. Dorothy
is dying. She will tell me in the cab going
She's going to tell you what it means.
No, I'm saying that there's...
Dorothy will tell me, do you know what that meant? I go, what?
There are certain parts of your body that you don't think of as an entrance.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and some guys look at that and go,
George,
why not?
That's an entrance.
It's a frontier. We'll talk, George.
Really?
Later. Good, Howard.
In other words, did you ever get in bed and kiss the pillow?
May I say something?
Yeah.
I've never kissed the pillow.
I don't know how to make it any clearer.
I'm always willing to learn, Howard, and to explore.
Really? All right. Now, what about your daughter now? She is dating someone? She's dating a guy you don't like?
Man, adorable man.
But you don't want her to marry him?
I want her to get married when she wants to get married.
Because that guy's going to back the Brinks truck right up to the door.
You like that guy?
Yes, I like him very much.
She's got to sign a prenuptial agreement, Joan's daughter.
I'm sure that Joan has
What makes you think I'm leaving it to Melissa?
Because you are going to leave to Melissa. You're so in love with her.
Dogs that are so good to me, Veronica and Spike.
Ugh.
Don't think.
I would step on them if I was over at your house. I would step on their heads. I can't stand you two dogs.
Veronica sounds more unruly than Spike.
Yeah.
She looks just like Barbara Streisand.
The New York Times reporter came to her house. He got to interview her at the house. It sounded like he wanted to kill the two dogs. It's just like he was obsessing on them, too. And Dorothy's over there thinking, oh, the friggin' dogs, what about me?
Here I've been as loyal as...
I'm as loyal as those dogs. And
Dorothy is mentioned also in the will.
Is she really mentioned?
And if you guys play your cards right.
Really? I'd be proud to be mentioned in the will.
I think I'll mention you in my will just so...
Hello, Howard.
Yeah, hi, Howard. Here's a finger sandwich. Yeah. Now, we noticed something. I've been meaning to ask you about this.
Yes.
You've always been very gracious.
Gracious.
And you've invited me to your home for your Christmas parties and stuff. And that was very nice of you. And you certainly don't owe me a thing in the world because you've been very nice just to even come on the show and all that kind of thing. Okay, so let's make that clear up front.
Right, bye.
But I thought it was unusual that you usually invite me to lots of different things. But then I turned on the TV set one night and you had an Oscars party. And there were some fancy friends there of yours. Walter Cronkite.
Yes.
Liza Minnelli.
Yes.
Various other dignitaries.
Right.
And who is absent?
And who, you weren't
asked?
Were you embarrassed?
No, let me tell you.
You're embarrassed to have me at certain things. Be honest.
No, first
be
of all,
honest.
You wouldn't come. But more important than that, truthfully, that's an oversight.
But you have two distinct lists. You do.
I have two kinds
and we
of
feel that
friends.
we're on the other list.
As soon as I mix them.
You wouldn't want me with Liza Minnelli.
No,
I would ruin
Liza
it for you.
I gave that part with Blaine Trump. Liza was on Blaine's list.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boy,
so Blaine mixes the people on your list?
No.
Did you think she axed me off?
We each had 40 people. And Liza was on she had a better list, Blaine.
I'm on the same list, I think, with Sally Marr. I get to go to those parties. That's who I get to see.
She had a better list, Blaine.
Sally Marr.
It's much more elegant.
All right, now, Joan, do a scene for us. Joan, do a scene for us. First, from your new play, Sally Marr. Let me hear you memorize something.
Can we set this up?
Is this all memorized?
Of
no,
course. You have to do it.
No, I'm Sinatra.
And you memorize all this? And how long did it take you to memorize the whole play? I'm Sinatra. I do it off the teleprompter.
And there's a big screen in back of the theater.
Does anyone have my next line? Excuse me, I hate to break character. Does anyone have Sally Marr's next line, please?
Doobie-doo.
Yes, I lost my place.
I then gave birth to Lenny.
2 hours long. Dorothy told me cue cards.
Dorothy, first we're going to have Joan do a scene from the Sally Marr play, and then you will play Dorothy, you will play Melissa, and you will do some of the new movies. Do some of the Tears and Laughter.
NBC.
Let me hear some. Be Sally Marr. Let me hear what she sounds like. Come on. Come on. Give me a little. Just give something of yourself. Come on. You're a performer, for God's sake. Set up the scene.
I can't.
Fred, lie down and be Edgar, and we'll do the movie. Go ahead. Let me do that movie.
Scene.
Right.
It's one of the best scenes in it.
Yes.
Is when he gets he gets his name. It's a wonderful scene.
He gets his name?
Yeah.
Lenny gets his name?
His name was Leonard Schneider.
Go ahead.
And I can't do it.
Go ahead. Do it. I'll be someone. Go ahead.
Howard, you
Let's improv.
understand you're insane.
What?
You understand.
I want to hear you do a scene from your new play.
I'll play all bus. Hello, Mom. Hi, Lenny.
That's it. That's the scene?
Mama, what'd you mean? Honey. Hello, Mrs. Schneider.
What kind of acting is that? That's what you do on the stage? Is that how it sounds, Dorothy? That's a play. How much does that cost to see that? We need a spotlight. Gary, bring in a flashlight. I'll put it on Joan. She can pretend she's on the stage.
Hello, Mom.
Aren't there any?
Hi, Lenny.
Isn't there a monologue that you do in this play? Don't you do a monologue, Joan?
There's got to be monologue.
Joan, where is the monologue in this?
The whole thing.
Isn't there a scene where you hear about the death of Lenny?
Yes.
And,
that's a
okay.
good
All right.
scene.
Let me hear that.
Yeah, I'll do the whole thing.
Yeah, because right now I'm not smelling a Tony Award the way you're behaving. Come on, just do that
Let
scene.
me just tell you, I get standing ovation.
Are you embarrassed? No, don't tell me about scene. Are you embarrassed to do a scene right now in front of me?
I'm not going to do a scene in
Why?
front of me.
Why not?
I haven't got my costume.
Seriously, what is that all about? You mean you don't do a scene?
You know, Howard,
Yeah.
there's a thing called professional.
And that's not professional? Dorothy, am I out of line to ask to see
I
a
don't
scene?
see any money here.
Oh, I'll give you some. What do you want?
Give me $1, I'll do a scene.
Here's some money.
Put
I don't
$1.
have any money.
Give me a quarter.
Come on.
A dime, I'll give you something.
Jackie, pretend to be like...
Scene out of
What? No, of course you can.
Okay, here's a scene.
All right, go ahead.
Sally
Joan is
goes on a
prepared.
date.
All right.
Hey, Ma.
Hi, Sally, you ready?
No, you're not being serious.
I'm ready.
You know, to me, an actress is someone who can act no matter where they are.
Right.
That's so true.
Billy, you do the voices of Ren and Stimpy, right?
Yes.
Right now, give me Ren and Stimpy.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
All right.
Shut up, you idiot.
Right. See?
Fool.
See, there it is. That's an actor.
Stop picking your nose.
That's all. You want to sell tickets or what? What? It's an acting job. Now, what age range do you play in this play?
I play from 6
Really?
to 87.
From 6?
6.
I want to hear your
All right.
6-year-old voice.
Let me hear 6-year-old. Go ahead. Oh, my God. Are you out of your mind with that? Joan, let me ask you a question.
Mommy, I want ice cream.
That's going to be some play. I got to go see this.
Now I have to go.
And you get a standing ovation every night?
Every night.
Is that true?
Absolutely true. Every night they leap to their feet. And
Really?
it's here.
So,
It's
you don't know how exciting that is.
wonderful.
Oh, I'm
2
sure.
hours.
It's been
2 hours.
unbelievable.
And you come out for your bow and they
Really?
stand up.
They jump and they...
Now, what if the reviews are not good? Are you gonna be crushed, or are you going to be...
Crushed.
You are.
Yeah, crushed.
I think you're going to do very well with this.
Because I think two things. I think this truly, you know, I tell you the truth. I think the play is terrific, and I think the movie is fantastic.
The Melissa movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Now, was it true what I read in Cindy Adams' column the other day that you had to call out to California to get some lines?
No, and poor
What
Marty,
is this about?
That was not quite true. No, what it was is they wanted to meet and the first act on a joke. So they called up Larry Gelbart, who is dear and a
The
friend
guy who
of all
wrote
of ours.
MASH.
Yeah, and he said some jokes, and then we decided, which is so nice of Larry if he's listening, he's so wonderful.
What's wrong with that? That's fine. A play needed some jokes.
But we decided to go with Leonard Scott. The first act is so dramatic, I didn't want to change.
Now, Sally Marr won't be there while you do the
She's
play.
at Flying Ridge. She's coming in today.
Oh, you poor woman. All right.
Are we out of here?
No. I was going to take a break, but maybe you want to... I don't know with you. I know you're
Joy,
looking
you
at...
tell me we have to.
It's,
What does Joan have to do next?
She has to meet her director now.
Oh,
Her
get out
director
here.
of what?
The director of what show? What is it, Baba Booey?
We're still in previews. It's our last day of previews.
Oh, is that right?
Tomorrow night, yes.
Well, why don't you let Joan get some rest? Her voice is going to go. For God's sakes, the woman can barely talk.
Did you hear about Gary? His wife is enceinte.
Yeah, his wife's pregnant, too.
We're
Yeah.
we're supposed to talk to Jackie Bissett soon.
Oh, Jackie
Oh,
Bissett.
all
Yeah,
right.
get Joan the hell out of here, then. All right, now, Joan.
This is why, Howard, you'll never touch my rear end. Because you're
Come over here.
You're the
Come
kind
hug me
would-
goodbye.
You're the kind that would touch and then dump.
Come here. Come here and give me a hug.
From here, you didn't pay me for my acting today.
I didn't even hear. Do a scene from your Melissa movie. Do a scene.
Melissa, it's Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Ah, that's good.
It's
That's good acting.
It's better than Joey Buttafuoco story.
It sure is. Tears and Laughter on NBC Sunday, May 15th. Is that this Sunday?
No.
Next week from.
Oh, well, you got to come back and promote that then.
Okay.
All right. No problem.
You know me.
Sally Marr and her escorts
Yeah, and you're all invited. I mean, everybody in here.
opens tomorrow night at the Helen Hayes Theater on West 44th Street. And there's no music in this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there-
Oh, there is.
Oh, it's-
Why?
You sing?
It's,
You sing in this?
I sing
Are
it.
you
I
insane?
do a USO
All right.
act.
Go ahead. Sing now.
I do a USO act.
Get up and sing something now.
I'm just wild about
Now, what do you do?
Harry.
Come on, what do you do?
She sings that.
You sing that?
That was her act.
You're going to sing?
I sing. I dance with two guys.
Really?
They throw me up in the air.
You dance?
Yes.
It's hilarious. I do her USO act.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very sad too, Howard.
Is it sad?
Yeah, because Joan can't dance.
Or sing. There you go. Look at you. I saw you lean back. There's not one bit of fat on your belly. Look at that. Come hug me goodbye. Come on over here.
I'm saying
Take your headphones off and hug me goodbye. Walk over here on the air and hug me goodbye.
I'm not going near you.
Well, I swear I won't grab your ass.
Howard, I don't trust you.
Why are you being like that?
I know you 14 years, and you're not grabbing anything.
All right, forget it.
However.
No. Anyway, do you rollerblade in your new show?
No, I don't rollerblade.
You don't? You sing, you dance, but you don't rollerblade.
I sing, I dance, we have a band, and it's great. I love you guys. I'll see you all later.
You look damn good.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, hold on. Let me take a break. I'll give Joan a hug goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
We'll be back right after these words.
I'm going to set my best.
I will.
The Howard Stern Show.
Now, Robin, I got to tell you, this is some star-packed show today.
I tell you.
You just heard from Joan Rivers, who has a bit of a crush on me, I think.
Star of stage, screen, and television.
We just did a whole conversation in here during the commercials about how the hell is Joan Rivers so driven? Like, I mean, she's got a lot of money, despite what she says. And, like, why... You know, she's doing TV, she's doing that Broadway show. I mean, don't you get kind of burnt out? She's 60 years old.
And she's selling on QVC. She says she's going to be on QVC on Mother's Day.
Yeah, and she exercises like a hound dog.
Because she's got to keep those, you know, she cares about the look.
Yeah. But anyway.
Amazing.
Now we move on to Jackie Bissett, my dear, dear friend.
Oh.
My old friend.
Really? I didn't know you knew Jackie.
Well, Jackie and I go way back. Jackie, are you there? How are you, darling?
How long do you go back?
We saw each other, I think, last time at the Cindy Adams party, didn't we? Yes.
Howard.
You were there. It was I remember.
You, me, who else?
It was when you were still with Alexander.
Yes.
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 I'm just kidding, of course. I don't know. Let me just.
Only from the movies.
Actually, this woman is one of the world's best kissers. Whenever I see her,
She plants one on you, huh?
Yeah, oh, yes. Every time. You love me. She really loves me.
Another woman with a crush on you.
She has a big crush on me.
I will at the end of this, I think.
No, listen. May I call you Jackie or Miss Bissett?
You call me Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. All right, Jacqueline.
If you knew her, you would know that.
Jacqueline, let me say something here. First of all, I know guys your whole life have been coming on to you. Obviously.
And you're going to be different.
You want to... Well, yes, I am. I don't find you attractive. How's that?
Thank you very much.
No, you're one of the best... May I say, I might be a little crude here. I hope you don't mind.
Well, let's listen first.
You're one of, like, maybe the top 10 pieces in the whole world. Am I right? Am I right? You look in the mirror. Do you go, holy cow, look at what I mean...
Look at me.
Do you ever like, go, look at me? Do you ever... You've stood naked in front of the mirror, right?
Never.
No, come on. I mean, you look at yourself and you're like, wow. But when you see people who are ugly, do you go, oh, or do you feel bad?
Feel bad for them?
That's a good question. I would kiss every part of you until I would suck. I would suck on your lips until your head caved in.
You know what Howard said to me? He said to me that you were the kind of woman, you look like you don't smell.
When did I say that? Did I say that?
Yes.
Well, you don't, I bet.
You don't even have an odor.
Michael, that's going a bit far.
No, but wait a second. Jacqueline.
Yes.
Let me just tell you why I like you.
Yes.
First thing I like, the best movie you ever did.
Yes.
Was the one where you had sex with your son's roommate.
Oh, Klaus? That was Klaus.
That was class. That's right. By the way, Jacqueline, the word is class, not Klaus. Klaus is Klaus von Bülow. You know, Jacqueline can't say her own name.
Say the names of her movies.
She can't say the names of her own movies. Jacqueline, that was class, not Klaus. You know, when she said, I said, what movie is she talking about?
I knew you were thrown by
I was thrown by it. Jacqueline, no, seriously, you remember that movie?
Yeah, were you upset that they made Rob Lowe your son?
No, I thought it was great. I just had the two of them like that, you know.
I mean, you are so fun. And yet, in your own career, you always insisted on really not showing off your most beautiful asset, I think, your breasts. True? True or false?
I tried to keep them under wraps.
So you would be taken more seriously as an actress. I always felt that you could have been a serious actress even showing your breasts. I always felt that way. I would have enjoyed seeing them. Do you know after your movie Class, college enrollment went up 35%?
So what went up?
College enrollment.
Oh, Lord.
It's true. Now, this scene was the greatest in class. When you finally make love to your son's friend, and you're in the elevator.
Yeah, that's a funny scene.
Oh, my
That was
God.
written at the last minute. The director wrote it at the last minute. And
Oh,
that was
come
a funny
on.
one.
That was
funny.
brilliant.
That was inspired.
That was inspired.
I always seem to get to do strange sex scenes in movies.
And I thought during that scene, you were really turned on. For real.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Now, tell
Was
the truth.
that acting?
Was that acting or were you turned on?
Well, Howard.
Tell the truth. Now the truth must be told.
Oh, I was always turned on.
Really?
Of course.
No
For
kidding.
the scene.
No kidding.
For the scene. No, I wasn't turned on.
And as woman as beautiful as you were very smart. You always said, "I'll never get married," because you knew deep
I
down
never said
inside.
I'll never
yes,
get married.
you did. Yes,
no,
you
I
did.
didn't. I was misquoted. I was misquoted.
You were?
No, yes. I
Have you
never
ever been
said that.
married?
No, I haven't been married.
So there you go.
Well,
But you would get married?
the right person.
I would like to propose to you right now.
You've got a wife.
No, I don't.
You have children.
I do not have wife and children. That's something I say on the air.
Oh, really?
As a goof. My wife died
You
of
actually
cancer
go
2
home
years
alone.
ago.
Oh. And took the children with her?
My wife and children all died of cancer 2 years ago. Believe it or not, it's a horrible story. Now, let me say this.
Yes.
Who would be the right person? That's what I want to know.
Well, yeah. Now, you seriously know, you can't trust a guy because you don't know if he wants you because you're a movie star.
Oh, yes, I can tell. I can tell.
No, you can't.
Really, yes, I can.
You have been a movie star a long time.
Yes.
There is no way. Hey, what are you wearing right now?
Just leave it up to your imagination.
Where are you right now? Where are you?
I'm in a studio.
Where, in New York?
I'm in New York.
You should have come in here. You should have come right in here.
Westwood. Well, where are you?
I'm in New York.
Oh, you're in New York.
What the hell am I
What are
talking to
we
you on a
doing
satellite
here?
for?
Talking to you on a satellite.
Remember how you were misquoted about marriage? I was misquoted when they said I was married. I'm really
I can
not.
believe you, Howard. It can happen. It does happen.
Hey, you're probably 5 minutes away from here. What are you wearing? Come on, just describe it. Are you wearing a dress?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, please.
No, just use your imagination.
Mini skirt?
Mini skirt.
I'm sexually attracted to you. There, I said it. I know you're used to that. I know you've had that a lot.
Do you find that a problem with
Can we
interviewers?
talk about leave of absence?
Okay, let's talk about this.
Maybe, wait, just one question
Yeah.
about this.
All right, go
Do
ahead.
you
Yes.
find that you use satellite because interviewers get so wrapped up in your beauty?
Were you afraid to be in the room with me? Like maybe I'd jump over the desk or
Absolutely,
something?
Howard.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
your
crazy.
reputation precedes you.
Yeah. But you're smart you never got married because that way you hold on to all your cash. What do you get a picture now? You get like $7 million, right? What do you get? Like $2 million? What do you get? Like if I want to use you in my movie, how much do I have to pay you?
Oh, Howard, you'd have to pay me a lot less than that.
Really?
Yes.
No kidding.
Oh, yes.
I'm shocked. I am shocked. Now, okay, let's talk about this.
What is Leave of Absence?
Leave of Absence is a film I did with Blythe Danner and Brian Dennehy.
Okay, now what are you wearing? No, okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around, that's all.
One track mind.
Now, okay, Leave of Absence
Yes,
is a movie you did with, who was that, Brian Dennehy?
Yes.
How's he? Is he okay?
He's great. He's great. He's a good actor. Blythe is great, and they're a good. We're a good team, actually.
You've worked with some of the biggest people in the business, you know.
I have, yeah.
Paul Newman, Nick Nolte, Mickey Rourke, Martin Sheen, George C. Scott, all these people.
Yep.
And yet you say...
Did you like all of them?
Basically, I did, actually.
No, she hated Mickey Rourke. She did
No,
not like him.
I like Mickey Rourke. I
Did
like
you?
Mickey Rourke, absolutely. I didn't get to know him very well. We didn't
Really?
have much to do together. We had Carrie Otis had most of the hot stuff to do.
Right.
Mickey and I just had basically one scene, and I had to sort of be in love with him from a distance.
I like In the Deep when you came out of the water with the top.
I was just waiting, Howard, to see how long you'd refer.
No, I don't have to refer to that. I know you didn't like that movie.
Yes, I did like the movie. I liked the movie. I didn't like the ad campaign. I loved the movie. It was one of the most unbelievable experiences I've ever had in my life.
Jacqueline came out of the water and she was in a T-shirt and she didn't like it because she felt it exploited her body. But believe me, there's nothing wrong with that. In my movie, you're going to have to be
Well, I
topless.
got over it, but I was really upset at the time.
In my movie, you're going to have to be topless. That's the only problem we have. Now, let's get this back.
Yes.
Leave of absence.
Yes.
Now, let me guess what this is about. When you say leave of absence, it must be you're a teacher and you take leave to go away from your teaching duties.
Nope. No.
What is leave of absence?
Leave of absence refers to Brian is married to Blythe.
Uh-oh.
And
you get it on with Brian.
he falls in love with me.
And take the leave of absence from his marriage.
He basically does. He basically, and the question is...
There's
it's
nothing
really
wrong
about-
with that.
It's really about choices people make, and...
What, was it the right choice going off with you? It's got to be. I mean, don't tell me in this movie that
He
at
goes
the
back
end...
to Blythe.
Don't tell me he goes back to Blythe. In other words, you're standing there, and he's gone through the hassle of getting rid of Blythe, And he goes back to her?
Blythe. That's the problem.
Get out of here. Great concept. Are you kidding me?
He has been married to her for a long time.
Let me get this straight.
Yes, he loves both of us. That's the quandary.
The only way that he would leave you is if you became paralyzed and then suddenly couldn't move around in the sack. There is no way. You blow Blythe Danner away. She's got nothing on you. Are you crazy? He must go blind. That's it. Does he go blind and then all of a sudden goes back to Blythe? I got to see this movie.
Blythe is a beautiful woman.
She's not in your league. She's a nice lady, but she's not in your league.
Oh, please.
Let's be honest.
But Blythe has always been gone back to in these movies.
Yeah, why would a guy... Let me get this straight. Now, here I am. Let me put myself in the Brian Dennehy role for a second.
Yes.
I got my wife, the kids, the whole thing. Blythe Danner, first of all, her voice would drive me away anyway. She's got a very scratchy voice. Listen to Jacqueline.
Does not.
Oh, she does. Come on, Jacqueline, be honest.
She does not.
You were irritated by it. You told me that in private.
Oh, you are, really.
I'm a bad boy.
You're a bad boy. You are a bad boy.
I need a spanking.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you, though.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
He's going to keep on until you do.
I won't stop until you spank me. Because I deserve it. I deserve a good caning. Where you living these days, England?
I live in Los Angeles, and I go to Europe a lot, but I'm based in L.A. still.
You ever listen to my show?
I beg your pardon?
Have you ever listened to my show?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Jesus. That kills me.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah, I guess you probably think I'm just another goofy disc jockey.
No, I just never listen to I don't listen to the radio a lot.
Ever read my book?
Howard.
Did you see me on the cover of the book? I'm no slouch. I look decent.
I know you look decent.
I mean, maybe I'm not in your league, but I look decent. I look like Alexander a little bit. Alexander Goodenough.
You do?
Your old boyfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
You dumped him, huh? I don't blame you. He's too arrogant.
He's not arrogant.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not arrogant.
He thinks too much of himself. You don't need that kind of guy.
Are you two still friends?
You need a guy. You need a guy who has no self-image. A guy who feels he's an idiot.
He's not arrogant.
Really?
He's quite shy, actually. That's that thing of sometimes people come off one way when they're actually quite shy.
You need a more sensitive man.
I do.
You need a man who can really attend to your needs. Trust me, it's me.
What needs are we talking about?
I'm talking not only sexual, but psychically.
Psychically?
Yeah. Yeah, you need a guy who's going to really worship you. And Alexander worships himself. You got it. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, I got this all sized up, Robin.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You studied?
I studied, Jacqueline.
Psychic.
No, that's not. You're not being fair.
You got a boyfriend now?
I have.
Let me tell you something.
Sort of.
Oh, do you?
Sort of.
Was he in the business?
Howard, I really don't want to.
I bet you it's a guy in the business.
No, he's not.
It better not be Brian Dennehy.
No, it's not Brian Dennehy.
You need a man 6'5" with a nose like a pomegranate. And I know just the guy. That's what you need. And believe me, you know you need that. How tall are you?
I'm very short.
How short are you?
Very short.
5'2"?
Tiny weenie.
5'5"?
No, 5'6".
Oh, that's my perfect height.
Is it perfect height?
That's the kind. That's the type I like.
Yeah.
That's the type I like to. You know.
How tall are you? You're much big. You're big, aren't you?
I'm 6'5".
You're 6'5". Oh,
yeah.
You're 6'5". Aha.
All right, let me get back to the premise
You've
of
got
your
long
movie.
hair, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Like Alexander.
Yes, that's like Alexander.
Except I have more of it.
Oh, God.
His was going a little thin, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
He was just blonde.
No wonder you got rid of him. I'm telling you. So let me get this straight. In the movie, Brian Dennehy looks at you.
Now, how does he go off with you?
We're working together. I'm an architect and he's an architect, and we meet in a work project.
All right. So and you actually fall in love with him?
Well, actually, he makes the first move.
All right, he makes the first move.
He makes the first move, and then he pulls back because he realizes he's married, and he's...
And do you wear sexy clothes to work?
No, I'm kind of perky. I'm not sort of sexy clothes, but perky,
really?
Sparky kind of character.
And then all of a sudden, he realizes he wants you.
Well, all right.
And you had to do a love scene with him?
Well, we had a little love scene.
Brian Dennehy's a big man.
Well, yes, but he's
That's a beefy guy. Yeah, big strong man. He's going to crush you. For God's sake.
Well,
He'll flatten you like a
the
blanket.
trend these days, they had me on top.
He's a scary guy. But, he played John Wayne Gacy, I think. Scary guy, that Brian Dennehy.
Somebody just said here in the studio, it's the kind of man you want to walk down the street in New York with.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe not hop in the sack with, but I don't see you and him doing a love scene. But okay, all right, I'm buying it. Did they keep the set chilly? So, never mind.
That is such an old story.
No, when you hire Jacqueline Bisset for something, you keep the set chilly so that her
is that right?
Her chest will be at full attention, and that's listen. She's very attractive.
You're just taking this storyline way off base.
Am I really?
Yes, you are. This is a really intense kind of piece.
Okay. All right, let me get this straight. So at the end of the movie, you're sort of indicating here, without giving anything away, that this guy goes back to Blythe Danner and leaves you.
I didn't say anything of the sort.
But I'm getting that impression.
You are.
That's not a realistic movie, because if I went through all the hassle
of leaving your wife,
leaving my wife, now can you imagine? That would be the hardest thing to go home and say to my wife, honey, after 20 years of marriage, I am leaving you. That's it. I'm leaving you.
Uh-huh.
She'd be crying. You son of a bitch.
Thing, yeah.
She was telling me last night what a son of a bitch Sylvester Stallone was for leaving his first wife.
Howard.
Yes.
1 second.
Go ahead, Jacqueline.
Okay. The story is I get sick. So.
Oh. Of course he left you.
Which puts the situation that he feels he needs to be with me for a while.
Can you imagine? He goes with you because you're sick?
I now understand.
No, he meets me beforehand. No, he doesn't go with me because I'm sick.
So you still look great even though you're sick?
Well, I get kind of, I get sick.
Yeah, I would go with you. I don't care if you're sick as long as you look good.
So he actually goes to his wife and says, can I go for a while?
He tells her that he's having an affair, and it goes from there. But his quandary is that once I realize I'm sick, I try to push him away.
So does he hang with you till you croak?
Jesus.
Or is he?
You're going to have to watch the film.
All right, you've got my interest. I will watch this. This is the TV movie Leave of Absence. It airs on NBC Wednesday, May 11th.
Yes.
That's next week.
Yes. Yes.
Why are you promoting it now? You should be promoting it next week.
Well, they asked me to come now.
Well, no problem.
Are you happy I'm here, Howard?
I'm damn happy. I wish you were with me. Let me tell you what I do if you were here. I'd just walk over during the commercials. I'd wrap my arms around your waist.
Oh, yes.
And I'd start to kiss you on your lips, very gently.
That's my lips are on my backside now?
No. I'd start to kiss your lips, and then I would massage your back.
Oh, God, I'm getting turned on.
And then I'd start to nibble on your ear and your neck. And believe me, you would be so horny when I got done with you. You haven't had feelings like this, I swear, from any man. Oh, I'm telling you, I don't care who you've been with.
And you think that Alexander's arrogant?
No, come on. I know I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Believe me, as we speak, she's already forgetting my name. I know where I'm at with women. Hey, listen, Jacqueline Bisset.
Bisset.
Whatever.
Yes.
Listen, Jacqueline.
Hello, Howard.
You're fabulous.
Thank you very much.
Fabulous woman.
Well, you have a nice voice.
Thank you.
You do.
I got a lot of nice things. And Jacqueline.
Well, I'm very glad for you.
Jacqueline.
Is your life panning out?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm making a movie.
You need a leave of absence, though.
I need a leave of absence with you. Hey, are you feeling sick?
No,
hey, maybe I ought to call my wife and tell him you're sick.
I'm feeling very well. Thank you.
And
you do make me giggle. I must say.
Listen, I've seen all your movies. I know everything about you.
You?
Oh, yeah, I even saw Secrets.
Oh, did you?
Everybody's been calling about that movie.
A nude sex scene in there.
Oh, no.
I've seen
fell
that.
off the bed.
I've seen you naked. I've seen you naked.
Oh, you have.
Very nice. Nice job. What, do you work out or something? I mean, you're in some shape.
Well, I do a bit of this and that,
You got a nice voice, too.
Thank you.
But you've been with lots of famous guys, so you wouldn't even look at me.
I haven't been with lots of famous guys, Howard.
Paul Newman.
I did a movie with Paul Newman.
Oh, you made a movie?
I've made a movie with lots of famous guys.
You never fell in love with him?
Sorry?
You never fell in love with Paul Newman?
I thought he was adorable.
Nick Nolte?
Howard, I think we've got to go.
Oh, shucks. Just getting some love talk. All right, listen. The movie is Leave of Absence.
Yes.
What other shows are you doing? Are you doing Larry King?
No, we're not doing Larry King because they changed the scheduling.
Looks like a lizard anyway.
Oh.
That old coot.
Howard,
probably hit on
love you and leave you.
He'll probably hit on you. He'll probably propose
More
to you.
than you?
Don't even go near that guy. I'm just telling you. He'll propose to you in 2 seconds. Anyway, listen to me. Leave of Absence airs on NBC Wednesday, May 11th from 9 to 11 p.m. We'll all be tuning in to see you be sick, but make sure you look good while you're sick.
Okay.
All right, Jack.
Thank you, Howard.
Jacqueline, I'll think of you.
Okay, Howard.
Goodbye, my darling.
Bye.
From now on, listen to my show. There she goes.
Yeah, you must tune in and see what this is all about.
Is it all right?
Oh, let me hear this.
No.
No,
it wasn't all right.
Uh-oh.
Publicist hates me.
Ooh. Another one down the drain.
Yeah, now she hates me. Well.
Oh, well. One good interview.
Oh, I thought that was a good interview. I'm actually curious to see the movie now.
Oh, is she still there?
I think so. I hear her talking in the background on that satellite.
She thought it was fun. I like to love. See, she liked
Wait
it.
a second. She dug me. Yeah, I'd really like to go to bed with that guy.
Oh, that's not what she's saying.
I thought he was really cute. I mean, in a bizarre sort of way. Oh.
Okay.
She's already on another radio show. That's what's going on.
We're talking to Jacqueline Bisset.
Hi, Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie, we're here on the Morning Zoo with Jackie Bisset. Hi, Jackie. You're on the zoo. That whistle.
Bowser.
Hey.
He's our sports guy. Bowser's got a question for you.
Miss Bissett, is it true you showed your breast in a movie?
And what do you think the Mets will do tomorrow?
I'm a golfer's daughter.
Hey, are you a gopher's daughter?
Golfer.
Oh, whatever.
I think she said gopher.
Hey, here on the Morning Zoo, Jackie Bissett talking about gophers.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackie, what's your TV movie about?
Is he?
Is he Stradlin? Hey, yo, what high school did you attend? Miss Bissett? We're here on the Morning Zoo with Jackie Bissett. Yeah.
He's drifting in and out or something.
Yeah. We're cuckoo. Anyway, I better turn this down.
Yeah, because I think she's just waiting to go on, they told her.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, probably in a commercial. So she's standing by.
Thank you, Miss Bissett. Miss Bissett, could you send us an autograph for the 4 billionth caller? All right, we're going to take some calls right now. 4 billionth caller right now gets an autograph from Jackie Bissett. Here on the Morning Zoo. Sit tight, everybody. Everybody. Hey, everybody.
And that new Michael Bolton track coming up.
Yeah, don't miss it, because this is the one he got sued over.
Let's make the eyes lose some
that he
money.
never heard that other record.
What's that, Bosco?
He does maintain he never heard that other song.
Well, we're going to find out, because we're going to be playing Michael Bolton and the Isley Brothers back-to-back all here on the Morning Zoo. Now we got Jackie Bissett coming up. Miss Jacqueline Bissett, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of big stars here on the Morning Zoo. All here.
What name was it?
What was that, Miss Bissett?
Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Bosco. The Bosco Show on the Morning Zoo. And also, coming up at 9:41, we're going to have 45 seconds of weather, exactly. Exactly, at 9:41. So stay tuned for the weather.
Oh, it's the third one. Oh, that's...
Yeah, the third one.
The third caller.
Third caller, right. Okay, we're almost up to the 4 billionth caller for Miss Bissett's autograph. What is that?
RK?
RK, yes, that's very good. Radial keratotomy.
New process.
Right, Dr. Louis Weinstein. Yes, Miss Bissett? You were saying? Okay, thank you. Right here on the Morning Zoo, we're about now 45 minutes away from that 45 seconds of weather and the Michael Bolton tunes coming up. We'll be playing Isley Brothers and Michael Bolton back-to-back. A little controversy there on the Morning Zoo. Also, Bosco Weather Report and Boffo Sportscast.
I'm fine. How are you, Kevin?
Very good. Now, let's get into our interview session, okay? By the way, at 10 o'clock...
problems, are there?
Yes, there is a problem, my darling.
I'm in New York, yes.
Yeah, my problem is I'm a 40-year-old guy and I'm on a Morning Zoo.
Bissett.
Bissett.
No, it's Bissett.
Bissett.
We thought it was Bizet.
I thought it was Big Set.
No.
Making fun of your big breasts there. Trying to be a little controversial. Thank you. I hope the FCC doesn't come after me here on the Morning Zoo.
Why don't we just call you JB?
How about we call you Jack Loon?
Oh, please.
Oh, please. Could you say that again? Say, oh, please again, please. Please, Miss Bissett.
Yes.
No, not yes. Say, oh, please.
He is?
No. Anyway.
Well, this is some interview. Listen to these answers.
They're doing pretty bad over there.
Morning.
Could you say good morning again, please? Jack Loon?
Channel 4. Channel 4, isn't it?
No, you're here on the Zoo, not Channel 4.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Los Angeles is Channel 4.
No, we call it the Zoo here. Are we doing the same interview? I am funny. How about you, Jacqueline?
To avoid those.
How about I call you Jugleen for your big jug? Jugleen.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, you're free for dinner? Good. All right, I can't do that anymore. I can't be the Morning Zoo anymore. I don't know. She's nice. She's a good, nice piece of ass.
Howard?
Howard?
You are quite full of yourself, aren't you? Howard?
She was always uptight about showing her breasts in the movies.
Oh, like you wouldn't be if you had some.
Oh, if I had breasts like that, I'd be showing them. I'd show them to you right now.
You could come back as a woman and know what you were like as a man.
All right, I will.
See how you would act.
Sounds like a good premise for a movie.
That's why she's in a T-shirt.
Howard Stern has returned as a woman. And now he's seeing what it's really like. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
Back with the Howard Stern Show.
Okay. Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling. Order Jackie's new Wild Comedy CD. Only $10 plus free shipping and handling. And the price includes a full-color catalog. It's called Jackie. Take a look at that new catalog he's got. 1-800-323-5464. And tomorrow night, you got a big show at Toppers with Jackie, back from his triumphant tour of Las Vegas. He'll be on Shore Parkway in Brooklyn. For dirty jokes and information, call 516-9221. Got two numbers now, the 922-WINE number and the 1-800 number. He really is coming alive. He's the hardest working man in show business, next to Joan Rivers. Well, Jackie, I see you got quite the business over there. You. All perfectly legal, by the way. Right?
What do you mean?
The business.
What do you mean perfectly legal?
It's perfectly legal, what you're doing.
Absolutely.
He's
Right.
acting like he's nervous.
Let me go talk to Jackie Bissett.
There aren't many where I live now, but there used to be a lot. I lived in New York and I lived in Boston. There's plenty. I think in New Jersey, too.
That's not Jackie Bissett. Who's that?
Her accent.
You mean she was putting that on for us?
They're going to do both. You have your air pop or you have your regular popcorn.
Yeah, what's going to happen is, after all these people bitching about it being a heart attack in a bucket, they're not going to sell any air pop popcorn except to one or two.
I wonder what that is on the satellite.
The mommies.
The mommies are being interviewed. Yes, the mommies. Yeah, what's that all about? The mommies. Have you seen that?
No.
Is that a show? The mommies? Are they comedians or something?
Housewives.
Yeah. Housewives.
Roberta.
I love sizzling, and I still love it. You can get it at Major's, that place in Michigan. I understand there's a store in Michigan where they have
It's supposed to be a morning zoo or something.
other store has that's outdated.
Oh, man. Laughing at popcorn.
Popcorn.
Hey, popcorn. Let's talk about popcorn with Jackie Bissett. I hate radio. I got to get out of it. I got to find a way out. You see, I'm going to make a movie. It's going to be a big hit, and then the first thing I'm doing is leaving radio.
Robin left her.
Robin already left radio. She actually left. Hey, where is Robin?
I'm busy.
Where is she? Oh. All right. Sorry I asked.
Cheese time.
I just heard I already left radio.
We've been on for like 5 minutes. Where were you? I looked up. You weren't even there. Were you dooting?
No.
Are you kidding?
Were you?
No.
Be honest.
I'm honest. I'd tell you if I was, I wasn't.
Number one? All right.
What is that?
What's number three?
Both.
Oh, Jackie, please.
Both.
Number three!
I was trying to hear Jackie Bissett, but she's off the satellite and someone else is on.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, and there's like this vacuum of non-knowledge going on there. You see this guy's face, and he looked.
Sounds like
I mean,
me.
sure, it was tough enough for him to have to conceptualize. But earth tones? She's asking a man to understand earth tones?
Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
What are they talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I was just planning my end of radio career.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
You really hate radio.
Yes, I do. I do.
Well, you know, I just don't understand it. A man has a lifelong dream. He achieves it.
The thing that
and then
ruined
he
it for me,
hates it.
when the FCC started interfering, it ruined it for me. It just made me feel like,
You think there are going to be no hassles in the movies?
No, I don't. I think I'm going to go make my movie. It's going to make a lot of money because it's going to be good, and then I'm going to be like Sylvester Stallone. I'll make another movie.
All right.
That's cool.
You always seem to go into these things thinking there'll be no problem.
Hey, there was no problem writing my book. I mean, it was hard work. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a day that I didn't find it difficult, but I found it rewarding. And there was no government interference, them sitting and telling me that I can't write this or that. I mean,
That's not a movie.
Oh. Okay. You trying to convince me to stay in radio?
Yeah.
Okay. Believe me. Meanwhile, I'm not going anywhere. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here. Like we got somewhere to go. Takes 17 years to make a movie.
And there's too many hands in the pie.
Right. Too many hands in the pie. No hands in this. See, that's what I liked about radio. There were no hands in the pie. Now I get letters. I'm reading in the paper about myself today that, according to David Hinckley, that Senator D'Amato received a 15-page letter from the guy on the FCC who hates my guts, that 81-year-old guy. Senator D'Amato got a 15-page letter from this guy at the FCC. Detail. Imagine this guy has that much time to write a 15-page letter.
Obviously, you don't know what Mr. Stern is doing.
Yeah, and then he details what I've said on the radio that's so terrible. If you read it, you would go, what? You can't regulate this. I said the word sexual intercourse.
Oh, that's all.
Man. I mean, you got to read it. I suppose if I read it to you, I would be fined again. But I, for the life of me, cannot figure out what it is in here.
That's so bad.
They have the transcript. Robin Quivers. Becoming a mother takes a toll on a woman's body. Stern says, what about their horny husbands? Quivers. After 3 months, 40% reported sexual problems, such as painful intercourse. Stern. I'm sensitive to all the stuff you just read. I'll say that any day of the week. What are they talking about?
Is this a bad thing we're talking about?
I don't even know what that is.
We're talking about real life.
I don't get it. About Pee Wee Herman, Stern said if they're going to make him do public service, he should go to every theater in Sarasota and scrub seats. What? That's bad? I mean, I can't say that? Stern says to his wife, you know what I do when you're not in bed with me? I put a can of tuna next to me.
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, no one should hear
but
that.
But I don't think it should be banned.
I mean, if that is language that is disturbing this 81-year-old coot, then for Christ's sakes, doesn't that tell you he's too old to sit on the FCC? Oh, man, it just drives me crazy, the hypocrisy of this whole situation. You got SNL scandal. You got a George Bush who had a son while he was sitting in office who was involved in one of the biggest SNL scandals in the world, and not one government official got uptight about it. You can't find one coward who sat up and said anything. But they're all coming out of the woodwork to see if Clinton tried to go to third base with a girl. Who cares?
I do.
I do, too.
I think everything should be investigated. Except speech.
Robin was telling me something funny during the commercials. I almost wish we had talked about it on the air, but I'll recap. So you know that guy they dragged out of the car, the drunk who had his license suspended 19 billion times? He gets dragged out of the car with no shirt on. And he wiped out beautiful family. 2 girls and the mother. Father's in the hospital.
Miserable,
wants to kill himself. Guy ended his whole life. The guy, you know, how many guys are devoted family men? This guy was a devoted family man.
It's like, I miss my girls.
His girls were going to maybe Harvard. They were real bright kids.
One was going to be a doctor.
Yeah. So, of course, I guess it was in the Daily News, Robin.
I think it was the Post.
Okay, the Post. They go around, they have a survey of all the idiots who, I guess, live in New York, and they say, hey, what do you think we ought to do with this guy?
Well, Rudy Giuliani, the mayor, has come up with this idea that, you know, and all he's asking is 10 days in jail, mandatory 10 days in jail if you're caught driving drunk.
And they won't even do that. Poor Rudy can't even get that. They're calling him a fascist just for saying that. This is why we're doomed. Anyway, so one girl goes, hey, I don't think they should give him jail. They should make the guy live with the family of the people who were killed. Now, can you imagine? Now, whose punishment is that? You mean this nitwit is going to move into my house and live with me?
Just what you want to see.
That reminds me of, like, Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Oh, hi, honey. The guys here who killed the family. Yeah, let me ask
What do you want him to do?
You want to talk about how you killed my whole family? What's your favorite foods? Because we're going to have to cook you something. When you hit my wife and my 2 daughters, how did it make you feel? All right, well, at least there's remorse.
Muscatel.
Right. Here's the keys to the car.
Could we get you something to drink?
Can we fix you something?
Mad Dog.
Would you do me a favor and imitate my family's yelps as they died from the pain of your car hitting them? Thank you. Thank you. Is that what they sounded like, really? Do it, please. Oh, okay, very good. Was it a smash or a thud? I have to know everything. This is tremendously therapeutic for you and for me.
I can see it working out quite well.
Yeah, this is going smashingly well. And what is it? We only have another 200 days together? And could you swat that fly over your head? Well, this guy happened to kill a family, so I guess there won't be any kind of Rodney King payout for him. If he had just been picked up by the cops.
And there won't be any Rodney King payment for him either.
Right.
He won't have to pay a thing. He
Right.
won't have to pay out anything.
Well, that's what I mean. And yeah, and of course he has no insurance, so he doesn't have to pay
I'm just
anything.
saying there's no way to punish him.
No.
And there's no way to sue him.
The $3 million that Rodney King won in that case should be immediately handed over to Mothers Against Drunk Driving or somebody who is responsible for this kind of thing. You know, it was ironic. The daughter, one of the daughters that was killed, she was in her high school, and she was the head of the Mothers Against Drunk Driving in high school.
The kid organization in her school that had to do with not driving drunk.
Yeah, she was preparing a special presentation to present to the graduating class, but now they said they don't need a special presentation. I think she pretty much drove home the message.
Yeah. They also said that it was one of the most active chapters because she was so involved.
Yeah. But, of course, our public officials are busy fining me for... they can't figure out what to do with drunk drivers. Now, you'd think that this commissioner on the FCC maybe could devote some of his time to helping somebody. Old coot. Creep. Hey, listen, and let's not forget who we're going to get. This congressman, that dickhead over in Virginia. Congressman Moran.
Jim Moran.
Jim Moran. Get him! He is so busy with nothing that he is busy speeching it up. You know what happens with these congressmen? I think they see a microphone. I see with C-SPAN, I think they practically step on each other's heads to get in front of that television camera, even though no one watches it.
Do you know sometimes you turn on C-SPAN, there's not another soul in the Congress, and there's a guy standing at the microphone talking?
Yeah.
He's just talking.
And they work that out. They have to, they dole out who gets to be on camera.
Right. But he's not attracting, nobody else is interested in what he has to say.
Right.
But he's addressing an empty floor. Just as long as that camera's on, he'll be there.
Yeah. But all these guys with their cameras and everything else, this congressman, Jim Moran, with all the problems that exist in Virginia, unemployment, you name it, death, people murdering each other, all the problems, he had to make sure that the FCC finds me harder. And the guy's never even heard the show. Guy has never even heard my show. You got to vote this guy out. Not only that, he pleaded nolo contendere to charges. Guy's been up on criminal charges.
He's got a problem with, that I find so despicable.
Yep.
That he actually had to leave office because of some shenanigans he was up to.
Yep.
But he has the nerve to turn around and say, you're bad because you said something.
Yeah. This is some congressman. And the only reason he's a congressman, he found one of these districts where even if you're dead and you're a Democrat, they'll vote for you.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to make people aware of him. We're going to vote for a guy named...
Kyle McSlarrow.
Kyle McSlarrow. The name just rolls off your tongue. No wonder I have no trouble remembering it. And I hope my listeners contribute to Kyle McSlarrow's campaign at 1-800-203-9200 so Kyle can go out and buy lots of television commercials. So we can defeat this know-nothing.
A man who has had to step down from office has no embarrassment about running for another office.
I just read a great article how this Jim Moran is getting tons of phone calls from angry constituents who are upset with him. They are flooding his office. I think it's terrific. I think that it's terrific. All right, let's see. I never even got to my John Tesh album. But
well, I think that you ought to do that right now. I'm willing to listen. I've been dying to hear.
You might have to wait, my darling.
Don't you do this to me.
Hold it. Here's...
I've been wanting to hear his foray into popular music.
Let me take a break, and I'll see if I can't jam a little of that in, but we do have to get to some news right after these words. I was just listening to the John Tesh record, but... I don't know, Robin. It's getting late in the show, and maybe we ought to start the news. John Tesh.
Waited all morning.
You told me about it yesterday, and I had to rush out and get it. Robin said John Tesh, the guy from Entertainment Tonight, has now put out a CD that...
What's it called? Sax by Fire?
Sax by the Fire, produced by John Tesh and Conchetta, who I believe is Connie Selica.
Well, it says Conchetta and John Tesh, right?
Right.
So that would be Conchetta Tesh which would say to me, Connie Seliger.
Oh, so she's taking the Tesh name.
See, when she's a producer,
She takes the Tesh name.
Conchetta Tess, or Tesh is her name.
Conchetta Tess. You know, when did she become Conchetta?
You know how William H. Cosby is the producer of the TV show and Bill Cosby is the star?
Yeah.
I think Connie Seliger is the actress.
Oh.
And Conchetta Tesh is a record producer.
And Gib Gerard is assistant to the producers.
He never changes his name.
Gib Gerard is Connie's son. And then the album is dedicated to Conchetta and Gib.
Oh, but they don't even mention the new baby, huh?
Thank you for my family. Conchetta and Jib. Jib is not even his son. Jib or Gib, I don't know. Is it Jib or Gib?
It's Gib.
Gib? Conchetta and Jib, thank you for my family.
Jib. Don't do that to the boy.
Now, it says Gladys Tesh did the laundry for the album. And that's Connie's name when she does laundry for a record. Gladys.
She's acting as wife. She's Gladys.
Yeah. So in an effort to become more pop, I guess he recorded some of the great songs of our day.
What is on this album?
Well, I was just enjoying the very up-tempo Tears in Heaven.
Oh, really?
The funeral dirge known as Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton.
He didn't jazz that up.
No, he kept it. You want to hear it?
Yeah, because remember now, I read yesterday that he says it's very difficult to do something like this and not have it come out sounding like elevator music.
Yeah.
And he worked very hard not to have that happen.
Guess again.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that John Tesh playing guitar? Or he plays... This is the John Tesh Project. If I hear this song, it will make me jump out of a window. This song is so depressing. I hope they take the window guards off my building. The sidewalk won't be hard enough. When I hit the pavement, I will finally be free of this song. Splat, I'm in heaven. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Connie and me and Gib. We all sit around and make albums. I can't believe how perfect Connie's breasts are by the fire. Now if Gib would just leave the room, I could have sex with his mother. And maybe Gib will fall out the window, and I'll be alone with Connie. Beautiful. This is beautiful. I feel like crying. When this record doesn't sell, will Connie still have sex with me? When this record doesn't sell, will I still get to have sex with Connie? I can't believe John Tesh gets Connie Seliger. Makes me want to fall out a window. John makes his music. Suddenly I feel good about my own talent. Then I see myself in the mirror Hey, why do I feel so bad? John Tesh looks like Frankenstein. He's got Connie Seliger. But he has Conchetta. And I don't. Conchetta, look at me. I should be caught in a net. Nothing rhymes with Conchetta. Anyway, so that's Tears in Heaven.
I'm just sitting there thinking, does John Tesh really look like a musician?
No, yeah, he doesn't look rock and roll.
You watch him on Entertainment Tonight, and yet they say the sax is one of the few instruments he doesn't play.
What do you mean? So he didn't play the sax on this?
No.
Oh.
Sax bad.
Do you want to hear any more of this album?
What else? I just wanted to hear some of the titles.
End of the Innocent, the End of the Innocence, the Don Henley and Bruce Hornsby song.
He really did it, huh?
Yeah.
It wasn't like he took standards and set up the sax.
So it's a cover album.
The Living Years, that's the guy from...
Mike and the Mechanics?
Yeah, Mike and the Mechanics,
yeah.
Mike Rutherford. Take a Look at Me Now, Phil Collins.
Oh, I got to hear that.
One More Night.
Another Phil Collins.
I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton.
Oh, no.
Let's hear that.
Oh, no. It's like a vomitorium.
Yeah, this is what they call a cover album. You leave it in the cover. And
Cover it with dirt.
Right. Cover it with dirt. I might have to sing. This is what song is this again?
I Will Always Love You, you said. Yes, there it is.
And I will always love you. I don't even know this song. This is like you can sing along. It's like one of those karaoke.
Karaoke, Jerry.
I will always love you.
I guess we owe this to the popularity of Kenny G or something.
Yeah. Tears in Heaven. Desperado.
Oh, no.
Oh. Wind Beneath My Wings.
Oh.
What planet is he on? We got to get him back in here.
Wind Beneath My Wings. It's very funny because he always gives himself the intro.
Don't you know you are my hero?
The bolts in my neck get cold. The bolts in my neck get cold when I don't make music. You put this song on and you'll be sorry. Because I'm a tone-deaf Frankenstein. You put this song on, you'll be sorry. I guess it'd be easier to listen to if I had cans like Dolly. I'm like Frankenstein, but I'm married to Conchetta. And I'm a hideous freak who should be caught in a net. And don't you know that I'm a monster? I play piano like a jerk. And I made my wife my producer. I guess that she couldn't find work. Thank you. You say I I look like Frankenstein. Maybe I should do duets with the Wolfman. And then the mummy could sing back up. And I'm confused, I'm so lucky I don't get to do anything. I don't know. I'm running out of words. Hey, I got to tell you something.
What?
I feel bad. He's a good guy. He comes in here. He's a nice guy. He even sent me a nice note.
He likes it when you do.
I think he does. He says, Howard, congrats on the nomination. I'm still getting comments, everybody, on my morning with you. Oh, comments every day on my morning with you. Run for something out here, and I'll get out the vote. Signed, John Tesh on his Entertainment Tonight.
Well, we must have him play at the inaugural ball.
He signs it JT.
Oh. Well, where's CT?
Yeah, CT. She didn't give him sex until they were married. CT is appropriate. Yeah, I'd say more than a tease. Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what? I'm just jealous.
I know. And he understands.
You know, he's got that.
I hope he
You
understands.
think he'll play Frankenstein in your movie?
Yeah. Piano good.
Johnny, shut up.
Conchetta Test.
Black tea. White tea.
Test good.
Johnny Test good. Make baby. Lisa Gibbons bad. Crusher.
All right, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and do the news for you right after these words.
Wait a minute, Howard.
We're back with a man whose wife would never cut off his private parts with a butcher knife because a nail clipper would do the job just fine.
Oh, that's all
Stern.
I don't think that's very funny.
Have you got New York Newsday in there?
No, I refuse. No, why? What's in there?
There's a picture on page 13.
Not of me, I hope.
No, but they say this blonde bombshell that's standing next to this guy is a former guy, and I cannot believe that.
Let me see.
I found it. Right there.
Oh, get out of here. That ain't no guy.
Could be.
Are you crazy?
Look at the midriff.
Oh, yeah. Little gut.
Yeah.
Looks like Jackie in a dress.
Ooh, she's sexy.
Guy.
But that's some guy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Could everybody finish their sandwiches?
Make up your friggin' mind, will you?
No, now it's time to finish.
Don't eat.
Let's finish your sandwich.
I got a long way to go.
Oh, do you? What do you got there?
He's just, he finished the bagel. He's still got half a sandwich.
He's on his third sandwich.
I'll put it away.
Be running into the can in a few minutes. I mean, this guy's stuffing in the Roy Rogers.
I don't think his intestines even processes it.
No.
Doesn't have time.
Why bother taking it out of the wrapper?
Yeah, Jackie's supposed to unwrap it. That's aluminum foil you're eating.
No wonder my teeth hurt.
Oh, let's see. Here are wicked Spanish director Pedro Almodovar. I swear to God, when you can turn a guy into a piece of ass like this, are you a homo if you're attracted to a guy?
That's what I wanted to ask you.
No.
You're hot for that, right?
Yeah, I'd make love to that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make love to what, though?
I don't know. I don't know what that feels like. Damn, I'd like to just know.
You gotta get her in here.
I just think that's a disease
I want to
trap.
see her close up.
I think that, like, if you give a guy fake private parts of a girl,
yeah,
there's no way.
There's no self-cleaning.
Yeah, you know how you girls clean yourselves? I mean, to a degree.
Oh,
God bless him. Tribute.
What a genius.
What a legend. What a wealth of work he left behind.
What a literary giant.
I believe by the time of his death, he was so prolific he had over 3,000 words for the name vagina. Let's see. You're telling me that this former guy, B.B. Anderson, no, not the Swedish actress, that's a former guy. Wow.
I was sitting here reading. I said, this is not possible.
Hey, Gary, book this dude on my show.
Bobby Anderson.
I'll get his panties off.
Can I see?
Yeah, take a look at that, man. I wouldn't mind. I would like to try that.
Big Bob.
And that wouldn't even be cheating, because you're with a plastic private part.
But isn't it weird if somebody tells you that it was a guy, you can look at it and see a guy?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, but
come
you really
on,
can't.
come on.
Though.
No, you would never say that beforehand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's a guy.
Yeah.
You knew that, Grandpa?
Yeah.
It's a guy?
Yeah.
That one right there?
Yeah, that used to be a guy.
Yeah, the one on the left.
I was looking at her earlier. I thought it was a woman.
Yeah.
Yes, so was I.
I was getting off on it.
Yeah, me too. Why don't you book him on the show?
Absolutely.
And then we'll get his pants off.
Oh,
I bet you I could get that guy's pants off.
This person is better looking than Tula.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's better looking than Tula, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot stop eating this delicious
Are you still
bagel.
eating too?
Oh.
No wonder I can't get your attention.
Oh. This is good for you, too. Eggs. Eggs and bagels. That's... Look at... When you get the sauce off your mouth...
see Marley.
Oh, no.
Foley
He's dripping.
Foley didn't bring in any napkins.
Here, here's a napkin. Here, take this.
Don't get a napkin.
What's the matter with you?
He can't find his mouth.
Hideous.
He's always got to, he's got to wipe everything.
You look like a male hooker with your mouth all covered with mayonnaise.
That's the John Tesh music gets me nutty.
So you're a stockbroker?
You mind cleaning up before we talk?
Well, I just came across that. I had to ask you.
Yeah, that's a guy.
You don't know that's a guy.
I would have known.
If that woman had walked in here without a prelim,
Hello, Howard.
you'd have been all over her.
Hi,
I
Howard.
should have let you. You know, I should have rigged this up with Gary.
Yeah, you tried that on me once before.
No, I didn't. Gary didn't. He had a brute, a football player walking.
Hi, Howard. I'm a girl. Don't you think I'm a girl?
Don't pay any attention to the Adam's apple.
Howard.
Hi, Howard. I need a shave.
Don't you like me?
I wonder what the hell that feels like, though, when a doctor makes a female private area, when he bills one.
Well, I've heard all kinds of stories.
What have you heard? I've heard nothing.
I hear.
Why
that,
hasn't someone written an article on
you
that?
You have to have a kit
Yeah.
that you carry around.
Yeah.
How do you know, Grandpa?
Yeah.
A kit?
Yeah.
A kit?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you say anything besides yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Because, you don't have the usual...
Gel and cleaning. So, in other words, for lubrication, you have to carry a lubricant.
Yeah.
And then for cleaning it, you have to carry something to clean with.
I would imagine.
Ugh.
So it's like a car engine.
Yeah. But does it feel like a woman? They say, why hasn't someone written an article on that? Where is everybody on this? You would think that they would write something.
Well, you can't write the article because you can't do the research.
I wish for once my wife would let me do some research.
I don't think she'd be jealous of that.
No, me neither. I think she'd just think it was sick.
I don't think you could do it.
That would be interesting to see, don't you think?
You want to know something, though? When I had that Tula here, I got to be honest with you, he grabbed my...
Unit?
Yes, thank you, Fred. I was trying to come up with a different word, but unit will suffice. He grabbed me in the crotch, and I got aroused. The guy knew what he was doing.
Well, I've heard, there's always that debate about who does that better.
And he was standing in panties, and he had 38 Ds.
Howard's gay.
Hey, maybe. I'll tell you
but
something.
But only for...
She was
transsexual.
She-males.
She was good looking, though.
Yeah, come on. That Tula is better looking than 99% of the women you meet every day.
Excuse me, let's say 99% of the women you've had.
Let's say 100%. Except for my beautiful wife.
Well, that's why I said 99%.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you. A very lovely wife I have, but other than that, I can't say. Yeah, I mean, I never had a woman that good looking as Tula. So who am I to complain?
Even the girl you said was the most beautiful and could have been a model.
Yeah, Tula's better looking.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something. She's aging a lot better than that girl.
She's aged a lot better than most of your girlfriends.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah. But I'll tell you something. I wonder, if you're a guy and you could only get ugly girls...
Would this be good for you?
Would you be willing... you ever see this movie, The Crying Game?
Yeah.
Anybody see that?
Yeah.
This movie, this guy, he only gets ugly girls. All of a sudden, he gets this real piece of ass who looks like Ray Don Chong.
Yeah, she was cute, right?
Real cute. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he stays with her. Not that he's a homo or anything. He stays with her, even though he's got...
Well, he's in jail.
Even though he got a penis.
Ha ha ho he.
You remember he was in jail.
Yeah, but come on, he wasn't in jail the whole time. Oh, what is it, Howie?
Somebody called in and said there's a movie out there. If someone wants to send it to us, it's called Shocking Asia.
Yeah.
And it shows the entire process of exactly how it's done.
Yeah?
Exactly how a man is made to a woman.
Yeah. Oh, that's the operation.
And do they show you having sex?
You know, I don't know. It just explains how everything works and I guess what it feels like afterwards.
How come no one's ever written an article what it feels like?
Because they're too ashamed to admit it.
Yeah.
Ashamed to say he's been there.
You mean you can't find one guy who's willing to...
How do you know?
You can find a guy who will claim he had sex with boys, but not someone who will claim he had sex with
Yeah, they have a Nambla.
Guess they got to draw a line.
And those people are saying be proud.
You done with that Roy Rogers yet?
You know what? There's a bag here. That's why it smells.
It's driving. No. I'm watching Jackie licking his teeth and gums. It's making me nuts. I want it.
Look, my hands.
Give Jackie another one.
Don't give me another.
Give him another one. Let me see if he eats it.
No, because he's already had two of everything already.
No. That's it.
I already had
Put it in front of him. Open it up.
I had my Noah's Ark diet today.
Two of everything.
Get out of here, Foley.
What is that, the egg sandwich?
Don't give me one with a bite out of it.
Don't give him one with a bite.
Howard ate that.
No, I don't give him that. Throw that one out.
I don't want it. Get out of here.
Bring him some chicken.
Fetch monkey.
Bring me some chicken.
All right, just leave it there in front of him. Go ahead.
Fetch like a monkey.
No shame in eating it.
Close the garage door, monkey.
Yeah, eat it, fat boy.
Still fatter.
Chubby.
He's got 19 chins, that monkey.
Why are you mad at him? Because he brought you the sandwich?
And he knows he can't resist it.
That monkey.
I can't resist. Everybody out in Vegas is like, did he really go through your big?
There's a big sandwich there, Jackie's sandwich.
You know I'm going to eat it, Howard.
I know you are. All right. I like to watch him eat. Robin, let's get to some serious news right after these words. All right.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
It's so funny. I was reading the commercial, and, whenever I'm in the middle of something, sometimes Gary will walk in.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing something, and he doesn't know whether to interrupt me, or he gets stuck. I just love when he walks in, he shows us that dumb blank expression, and then leaves, never saying a word.
I know.
And Robin, it's like this. I got to show you, it's a visual.
Okay.
It's like this. It's like...
No, I realized. I had something to tell you.
I know.
I realized we were a commercial.
I know. It's just funny to watch you do it.
Everything's funny to watch me do. We've established.
Seriously, isn't that funny?
Yeah, his bottom lip hangs down a little bit extra, and then he leaves.
Not as far as it is over your belly. Over your belt buckle. My bottom lip hangs.
Frame this in your house.
Oh, is that a cartoon?
Yeah.
I love when Gary walks in, shows us his dumb blank expression, and leaves here never saying a word. I hope your wife come back a month early.
Try and phrase it now.
Yeah. So listen. About this guy that you want. You're talking about the guy that you were just talking about. That's a woman.
Yeah.
He leaves for Spain today.
Oh.
But they're going to see. I just got a call to the publicist for the movie. I said, hey, hold him over another day.
Yeah.
Big publicity in 16 cities, so we may see him tomorrow morning.
Oh, that would be very good.
Oh, good.
Howard absolutely adores this person.
Yeah. Hey, here's a guy. Hey, speaking of guys who turn into women.
Yeah.
This is a friend. Can I say that who you're a friend of?
Michael, talk. Hey, Howard.
Hey.
How you doing?
Can I tell you how we know you?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't really know you.
I'm on the phone right now with Randy. You know who Randy is, right?
No.
I produced Sean's album.
Oh, okay.
This is Randy, and I'm Michael. I co-wrote "Get Off My Lawn." I wanted to thank you very much for mentioning it on the air. Last I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Now tell me about you. We're on the air.
I know we're on the air.
And you lived with a transsexual for 2 months?
Yeah, when I was a youngster. This is a long time ago in Los Angeles.
Oh.
We lived together for about 3 months.
Is this post-op?
Hey, Robin, how are you?
Good morning.
Post-op?
This is post-op. Absolutely, that's a transsexual. The other thing's a transvestite.
Oh, you're right. So he had the vagina.
This was a vagina.
And did you know when you met him that it was a guy?
I did not know. I was using a lot of chemicals at the time.
Right.
And I really didn't know.
And let me tell you something.
2 weeks into this thing, though, I have to tell you, what gave it away was the hands.
The big hands.
Yes, the big hands gave it away. And
did you feel betrayed that they didn't tell you ahead of time?
I felt a little betrayed, but the girl was so beautiful, and she was a woman. This was a woman. Okay?
And let me ask you something now. When you did it,
yes.
All right, realizing this is a family show. When you did it to her, when you gave her it.
My love.
There was a little action going on with the chest.
What do you mean? Because it felt hard?
It was hard at the silicone or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the hands were the first thing when I came back down to the ground, and I said, wait a minute.
But wait a second. You mean to tell me there's no feeling of difference?
As I said, there were a lot of chemicals going on at the time.
Yeah, but come on, you must have been straight a couple of times when you were doing it.
No, not with this girl.
Oh, yeah, sure.
No.
So when you found out, you stayed with him, though, right?
What's that?
When you found out, you stayed with him.
I stayed with her. This was a woman.
her. You stayed with her?
Still saying,
You have to say that. Yeah, right.
No. This was a woman, all woman. More woman than you can handle, Howard.
Yeah, in other words, this was probably like the best looking woman you ever got.
Well, I don't know about that, but she was beautiful.
And you were probably like all freaked out. You were like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this beautiful woman.
It did sort of blow my mind, and I did feel a little bit betrayed.
See, I wonder, I think if I had like a Tula, and it was a choice between an ugly girl or a good-looking guy girl, who got all the parts.
All right, let's not say an ugly girl.
All right, give me a choice. Here's a choice.
Okay,
Here's a choice, okay? I got a choice right now between sleeping with Oprah or Tula.
No.
Oprah or Tula?
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm in Tula's bed.
So then you understand.
I want to say...
And I'm all man.
Hey, listen, even though I felt betrayed...
You stayed with him.
I stayed on for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, you stayed with the guy.
It wasn't a guy, Howard.
I mean, girl.
It was a woman.
Yeah.
This is an operation, the whole thing. This is the finest piece of ass that I had up until that point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the truth.
Okay, I believe you.
Beautiful girl, beautiful face.
And you're saying there's no...
The face blew my mind.
And no difference.
I didn't get it. I didn't get the difference. The hands, as I said, the hands.
No, I know. I hear with the hands.
All right, let me say, you know that girl on Melrose Place that you're not interested in?
Courtney Thorne-Smith or Daphne Zuniga?
No, the other, not Melrose Place. I'm thinking of 90210.
Andrea Zuckerman?
Right. See, if it was Andrea Zuckerman or Tula.
Tula.
All right.
Yeah, Tula's fine.
Howard?
I mean, I'm serious. I would be with Tula.
You want to ask Howard?
Well, then, Howard, you understand. And if you saw this woman's face, you'd...
Wait, we got a question.
How could a man, though, develop moisture, you know what I'm saying?
What, are you loaded up with water?
Pump it in and pump it out.
Yeah, what did she have to do? Did she have to, grease up?
As I recall, there were a lot of lubricants.
There were.
As I recall now that you mentioned that.
But isn't that a sign immediately if you have to use lubricants, you know?
Yeah, like a young girl shouldn't need to use that. I mean, I can understand someone like,
I was taken with her face. She was
someone like my grandma might need a lubricant.
But let's get the lubricant. Howard, I picked up your book and I enjoyed it very much. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you very much.
And I want to...
Homo. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, I would do the same thing.
Well, then you understand.
Yeah. I know what he's talking about. If I had my seriously, that girl on 90210?
Yeah.
Andrea Zuckerman? Or Tula? I'd go with Tula. I'm telling you, Tula's not going to handle himself in bed.
See, I would go with Oprah. I wouldn't. Just because it's
Nah, this is not... Listen, let me tell you something. I had Tula here. He's in panties, right? No weenie. That's been removed. He's in panties. I got his bra off. I got his top off.
Yeah, but she still thinks like a man.
Nah, let me tell you something. In some ways, that's an advantage.
No, they don't. This is the whole thing. These people are born wrong, and they got to get switched.
Yeah, you think so, huh? Let me tell you something, man. You would be with Oprah?
No,
Oprah's
I don't
very
think so.
unattractive, man.
I know she is, but just the thought of it...
Jackie just punched John.
That's because Jackie's probably been with a man already.
I have, and I know the difference.
Hey, seriously, Jackie. Tula or Oprah?
Not even a question.
Right.
Jackie would take Tula over Tori Spelling.
I couldn't do Oprah at gunpoint. Maybe after a beer.
Give me Tula just to see what it's about.
Oh, yeah. We were all hot for her when she... I still feel funny
say
saying
it,
her.
so we feel more like men. Yeah, say it.
It didn't sound too good when you just said he really handles himself well in bed.
He looked real good with panties.
Hey, listen, Howard.
Yeah.
Randy and I want to do a plug for John's album. We want to get off my lawn. Can we hear Get Off My Lawn this morning?
All right, I'll try and play it at the end of the show at 2 in the morning. All right, thank you. No, but we're going long, but I'll try and get it. I like John's record. You guys did a good job.
Aren't you curious that, why would... Do you think he would think why he has to use his lubricant, you know? What do you ask him?
John.
Michael, what do you ask yourself?
John.
I would say, why do I have to use this with a beautiful girl?
John.
What?
We were smoking rust. drugs. Do you understand? I was 21 years old.
You weren't smoking the whole time for...
Yeah, I mean, it isn't like you only had sex with her once, though, Michael. You had sex with her like a bunch of times. I mean, don't you just start getting, you know...
You had to wake up in the morning straight one time and roll over and, you know, you shouldn't have had to go through the whole chemistry lab, you know.
But the whole time you're doing... The whole time
I dug her.
The whole time you're doing the dude... The whole time you're doing the dude, are you saying, oh, man, this used to be a dude? Are you saying that?
That did happen, but not initially, no.
Did it affect your performance?
After the betrayal, yes, it did affect my performance.
Yeah, because how could you...
But then I felt like a chicken. You know, I felt like a... You know, it's like, what's the problem?
Were you afraid to assault the guy?
So you stayed for a little while longer just to prove?
I tried, Robin, but I failed because I failed.
Hey, what's your IQ? Anyway,
how about 3 inputs?
All right, I'm glad to know that it feels the same. That's what I wanted to know. It's got to be dirty in there. You know what I mean? It's just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She was probably doing a lot of stuff he didn't even realize. They become very good at subterfuge.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if, like...
So she would slip out, you know, and then she'd go, oh, I'm going to take a shower. And she'd go clean everything up.
You can't clean that out. You can't get rid of it. It's like a frying pan or something. You get stuff caked onto it.
Oh, you get a coating.
Yeah, you get a coating.
Oh, man.
So you actually saw it, huh?
Yeah.
Did it look the same?
I lived with it for a few months.
Did it look the same?
Looked exactly the same.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It looked exactly the same.
And you did everything to it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, man. Now, that's wrong.
Yes, I did.
Chewing on a sculpture.
Right.
There's not enough whiskey in the world to get the taste.
A lot of whiskey.
All right, maybe you better get off the phone.
Yeah, I don't know why you're giving your name.
Right.
And your credits.
That's cool, man. You're all man. Don't worry about it. It takes a man to admit that he's been with a guy.
Hey, this is the truth. Robin, I love you. Howard,
get off that lawn.
The show very much.
Yeah, get off my lawn. Thank you.
Get off my fake lawn.
Yeah.
That's where that song came from.
Take it easy, man.
Bye.
Michael, you can't come over and write with me today.
Howard, I just got the really sad news that that this BB guy woman isn't going to be able to make it. She had to go back to Spain.
No, too bad.
They go back to being a man.
No, I think it's too late for that. Yeah. So why don't you invite Queer Dave on?
I bet his phone's burning up.
How many ex-girlfriends are calling going, you did what?
No, man. You see, I don't consider him homo. I know what he's doing. I know what he's saying. Hey, come on, seriously, man.
Well, not at first.
Tula.
But after
I think I could get it on with Tula. I don't know if I could do it with.
See, but now you're talking about
no, but just.
You know what? We've had this conversation before. See, you have changed your story.
Tula.
But you have changed the story that you said to me when we had this conversation before that you would let her do things to you.
Yeah, I would do that.
That's what I would do. Yeah. No, seriously, that's what I would do.
I could make that.
And I would, like, massage him and stuff. You know, I might do some stuff to him.
But even then, you'll be looking for coarse hair.
Take him to a ranger game.
Hey.
Take him to a ranger game.
They're checking him to see how close he's shaved. I mean, his face.
Would you run your fingers through her hair? Like, you know.
Yeah, that I'd do. I'd rub his back and touch his butt.
Lived with her,
touch his butt.
If John's friend lived with her or whatever, the guy must have lots of pictures of her.
Yeah, get some
I'd
pictures.
be really curious to see,
Yeah, pictures.
Yeah, pictures. It looks like John Tesh.
He probably smoked them.
Yeah, Tola. Yeah, hey, I say the guy's a cool guy. At least he came on the air and admitted he got around with it.
He admitted it.
He's crazy.
He's admitted.
But he kept the funniest thing to me about the whole conversation. No, she was a woman.
Yeah.
She was a woman.
Sure. Woman, sure.
The best part of the conversation is Howard going, do you know you're on the air?
I was like, dude. I should be anonymous.
Yeah. I just keep picturing Chuck Connors from the TV show.
Yeah, now there's something I could have get behind.
No way.
We had this transsexual look like Chuck Connors. With a wig.
All right, here's the question.
Not even on a
desert island.
No way.
Go ahead.
Only other person around is Chuck Connors.
Oh, man.
The real one?
No, I take the real Chuck Connors. No, that guy, the transsexual?
Yeah.
Nah.
Even on a desert island.
I take the sand.
I use a tree.
I'd use my hand.
The tree.
Kill myself.
Nah, I can't get behind that.
No.
No way. Maybe I'll love to something, maybe.
How about Tula on a desert island? Would you have sex?
Of course. I told you I would.
He would have sex with her here. He
I
doesn't
told you
have
that.
to go to-
I don't have to go to no stupid island. Stupid island. Where's this island we're all on? We can't
Gilligan's Island.
We can't get planes or anything. Gilligan's Island was a hoax. That was a garbage lot on the set of Paramount or something. It was a TV show. There's no island like that.
That was Oprah.
They're gonna make an X-rated Gilligan's Island.
Oh, how many? Oh, God. Ginger and Marianne.
Shut up, you.
How many times you think about that?
You're all worked up. Come on, we got to get to some real news. This is crazy to be talking about transsexuals for an hour.
For a half hour.
We should do a whole show on it.
The transsexual show.
Yeah.
Transsexuals. Yeah.
Well, there's something to straighten out here, Howard. Yesterday, you brought up the story of Ellen DeGeneres and her new TV show.
Yeah.
And in the article you were reading, they referred to the show as a hit.
Right.
And I said I would use that term advisedly.
Right, yeah.
Well, somebody wrote me today to straighten me out. Robin, you dumb jigaboo.
Whoa!
These friends of mine, the alleged hit, finished 6th in the ratings last week. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air finished in the 20s.
Wow.
Keep on giggling, you little silly spear chucker.
Oh.
Tom.
Yeah. Tom Chisano. Jigaboo spear chucker.
I stand corrected.
Well, I see we're all being drawn closer together. Wow.
Your people, Howard.
Mm-hmm. Your people. My white people. Wake up, white people. Friggin' white people.
Meanwhile,
There'll never be peace in the world.
I tell you, I'm doing my best. It looks like the governor.
Even Robin won't live with black people
Excuse me?
in a fancy white neighborhood. You got to move into a black neighborhood.
I live with white people and
I
black
know.
people.
I don't know.
Les Brown and Gladys Knight lived in
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. Go ahead, Rob.
That's why he lives there, because he's less brown. Less brown than what?
The less brown, the closer Robin lives to him.
Very funny.
Come on. You're upscale. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know
You're very
what
worried
you're
about your property values.
Yeah.
I see you over there. Go ahead, Robin.
Governor Cuomo is singing a different tune these days as far as the death penalty goes.
Oh, I wonder why.
And as far as keeping people in prison.
Yeah. Meanwhile, nothing happens.
Governor Cuomo said yesterday that he would not fight efforts to execute Richard Babyface James White.
Ow!
If he is convicted of murder in Georgia.
Yeah, now he's not protected. You know, this guy is
Now,
a
see,
character.
he's the same governor who bought Thomas Grosso
Yeah.
back here from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Quiet down,
So
Grandpa.
that he wouldn't be executed, even though Oklahoma, they had convicted him of a crime. They wanted to execute him. We had to extradite him here to New York to serve his sentence
Yeah.
before he can be executed.
Yeah.
But now the governor is saying, well, James White, they can kill him.
Yeah. That Cuomo, he's something else. My theory is the Pope called Mario Cuomo and said, do whatever you have to do to keep that friggin' Stern out of office. Kill everybody.
So now he's killing people.
Abort and kill.
He
I
also
hope.
thinks there was a proposal put forward the other day that they let some of these old prisoners out of jail, you know, people who've served a long time,
Yeah.
and they're getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inmates 60 and older
Yeah, well, just put him out on the street.
should be let go so we have more room for the young prisoners we need to incarcerate today.
Young Turks.
Well, the governor said, well, some people are never old enough not to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So he's rethinking everything.
Yeah, he's getting tough.
Usually he'd have just said, oh, yeah, let him go. But now he's saying, no, you know, we have to do this maybe on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
Some people are just too bad to be let out.
This is campaign rhetoric. Meanwhile, you got no death penalty, no retribution. No, the only way to clear up jails for younger prisoners is to get rid of these old murderers who are sitting there and making a fortune. You know, I was reading, too, that this congressman in Virginia, this guy named...
James Moran?
James Moran supports college, taxpayer dollars going to college for prisoners.
Weren't we talking... It was Pell Grants.
What are Pell Grants, Robin?
They're grants that are given by the government to the underprivileged to help them get college educations.
Yeah, so he said it's okay for prisoners to get Pell Grants.
Yeah, the most underprivileged people in the country are prisoners.
Can you imagine? This is the guy you got to get rid of in Alexandria, Congressman Moran. That's what he stands for. That and getting dirty words off the radio. That's his big issue. I'm serious on crime. Forget the electric chair. I'm past that. Electrify the whole floor of the jail. Kill them all at the same time. Like French fries. Watch them go.
Be like popcorn.
Right, Grandpa?
Yeah.
Yes. French fries.
Yeah, French fries. Yeah.
Meanwhile, here in New York, we don't have the death penalty. We have Joel Rifkin, though.
Yeah.
Nah.
Joel Rifkin. That's another guy who's not going to get the death penalty.
He says he was 90% sure his birth mother was a prostitute.
Oh, so now I'm supposed to feel bad.
Like many of his 17 victims. This is a psychiatrist testifying at his trial yesterday about how crazy this guy is.
Hey, Pogo, die.
Dr. Park Dietz said that the serial slayer was adopted within a month after his birth in 1959 and never knew his mother.
Yeah.
He decided, by deductive reasoning, that in that era, the only people who gave up their babies after becoming pregnant were prostitutes. So he decided that his mother had to have been one.
What a nitwit. That's another guy who's not going to die. He's going to live the rest of his life in jail.
The psychiatrist recounted how Rifkin told him about snapping the joints of his first victim as he dismantled her body.
Joints!
And then he took a hammer and knocked out her teeth to try to prevent her from being identifiable.
Yes, you're going to have to lose your teeth now.
He told the doctor how he kept most of the bodies for a few days. One of the corpses he kept for 8.
I did that in Nam. Knocked out the teeth.
He would fondle the bodies in his pickup truck as he drove around with the corpses.
That's the sickest. You know what? I don't mind anything he did except for fondling dead bodies. You deserve to die.
One of the victims, he said, had HIV, so he was always sure to use a condom.
With the dead bodies?
With everybody. He
really?
He
didn't want to get a health risk.
Careful. Often he would kill the women while he was having sex with them.
That's the best way.
And so... What?
Autoerotic asphyxia.
Yeah.
He estimated that he had paid for sex with as many as 600 prostitutes. After he killed his victims, he would take the money so he could buy another one.
Man.
Yeah.
On at least one occasion, he took a victim's earrings as a gift for a former lover.
Yeah, gift.
Here, Jackie. Here's a gift.
Now, what caused him to be so upset? He was considered a nerd in school and was picked on by many fellow students. He remembered being beaten up at least...
that never happened to anyone.
A few times, mostly by girls.
Most guys who get beat up by girls become famous film directors and go on to make Schindler's List. This guy had to turn around and do stuff like that.
2 girls, in particular, thrashed him in front of about 30 people. So he resented girls beating him. He was a bedwetter until at least the 6th grade and did not change his underwear after going on himself.
Just like you, Jackie.
I was drunk. By the age of 7, he was fantasizing about strangling women.
He'd go to the bathroom on himself and then not change his underpants?
Yeah.
What's that all about? Now, that's sick.
Now, why would people want to beat him up?
Yeah. Robin, you wouldn't beat up a guy just for doing that, would you?
And later got a thrill from the thought of raping and controlling women.
Oh, yeah!
After a series of pranks by classmates ruined his chances of dating. I'm sure it was his classmates.
Yeah. The guy's walking around with a full load in his underpants. He's blaming his classmates.
His classmates who prevented him from dating. He turned to prostitute.
Will you go out on a date with me?
I blame you, my classmates. Right? Classmates.
Yeah, classmates. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about Rifkin, right?
Yeah.
I know what the classmate prank is because I know somebody who went to school with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was on the he was on the track team. And he was the slowest guy on the team. So they used to make fun of him all the time. Well, this is one prank that I know they played on him that upset him.
Yeah.
So he was he was so bad, so slow that one day they got one of the girls from the girls' track team to race him. And the whole girls and boys track team gathered around the track, and they were all like yelling at him and goofing on him. And she beat him by a really long time. When he finished, he was running like as hard as he could, and he got to the line. He was like practically like throwing out.
You're supposed to act like you're not trying. At least if you know you're going to lose.
They said he was running like full tilt. His cheeks were red and puffing, and the woman beat him by a lot.
Is he a real spaz or what?
Yeah, I guess
he doesn't look like he's in that bad a shape.
No. I've seen guys worse than him get women.
See, when you go to high school, sometimes
who ran against? I mean, like the teacher made him run against her?
No, it was all the
other students.
All the other students, all the guys from the track.
And he ran against her?
Yeah.
He couldn't just go home.
No.
I would have just split.
You know how it gets with kids.
Peer pressure.
He wanted to fit in so badly.
I guess after he was done with the race, he took the girl and crushed her skull with a shot put. Yeah. Shot put.
Yeah. Shot put.
I have a really good friend that used to drive him home from track practice, but he won't come on the air because he feels really weirded out about the whole experience.
Why? Well, it's not his fault.
I know, he's just weirded out about it.
Really? He drove the guy home?
He used to drive home all the time.
Was he weird?
Well, he said he sort of felt sorry for the guy.
Right.
Because everyone picked on him and everyone goofed on him.
Right.
So he used to give him a lift home, and he just said that the guy was like very serious and sort of very focused.
Really?
The words he used. He wasn't,
focused on what?
Wasn't a laughing, happy guy.
I want to grow up to kill women. I don't think I can drive you anymore.
Turn off the radio.
Let's go looking for broads. Joel Rifkin. Oh. Jewish mass murderer. Is he Jewish, Rifkin?
Well, he was adopted.
Oh. Yeah, that's like Berkowitz. Everyone thought he was Jewish, and it turned out he was adopted.
I don't know who his mother was.
Yeah.
But speaking of mothers and fathers, the caning boy, Michael Fay.
I'm caning boy. I will defeat my opponents with my caning. I'm caning boy.
He still got some time in jail to go, but yesterday the president of Singapore announced his decision on the caning. He decided that the caning will go on.
Let the caning begin.
But he will only get 4 strokes instead of 6.
I'm caning boy. Watch my ass fall off and hit you in the head. I'm caning boy.
But I noticed in the Post, I think they said today that...
Post.
Yeah.
His father went on the radio in Israel and announced that the boy is half Jewish.
Oh.
The father is Jewish, even though the mother is not.
Right, caning boy is half Jewish.
Yes. So the Israelis have said that they would rather he come to Israel and work on a kibbutz.
I love this. Singapore's law is if you are caught in a crime like this of vandalizing something, you have to be caned. Now the parents are like, okay, all right, we don't want him caned. Can he come back to America and he'll do public service? No, we don't want to do it. All right, how about we send him to Israel and he works on a kibbutz? No, he's going to be caned.
He's going to get his butt beat.
He's going to get his butt beat till it falls off, till chunks of it fly off. God, can you cane the part of his ass that isn't Jewish? It might be a little tougher. Oh, man, these parents keep negotiating with no one. And so I love this, they're trying to come up...
all over the world trying to find somebody to take him and punish him.
Dear President of Singapore, wouldn't it be much worse to work on a kibbutz with Jews than be caned? Please? Oh, no.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Surrounded by Jews.
We want to, instead of the caning, do you think we'll put him on a boat with Tanya Harding and Jeff Gillooly?
Let them club him?
Yeah. He'll be clubbed in the knee once by Jeff Gillooly. Dear President of Singapore, I can see you're playing hardball. Couldn't we just put one nut in a vice? The caning seems excessive. I think they're negotiating with no one. It's like, dude, this is the punishment. You can't create a new punishment, a kibbutz in Israel. What kind of punishment is that?
I don't know. Is it a bad time on a kibbutz?
I know. There were like lots of kids who pay for that to work on a kibbutz in Israel.
You haven't answered my letters.
Well, that's what's going on there. The family says that is unacceptable. They will not rest until they get it reduced to no lashes with a cane.
Dear number one chink, could you just pour like hot lead in his ass or something? Anything but a caning for my boy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're gonna work on that for you, honey. Couldn't he go work for Dan Foreman at Channel 4? All right. That worse than caning.
You got me there.
All right, if you can arrange that. All right, you'll get to work. We got a show to do, and we're slipping in the ratings. I didn't get the Emmy for nothing.
Meanwhile, Charlton Heston went to Washington yesterday.
Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston went to Washington yesterday to say that Mayor Rudolph Giuliani and President Clinton and other supporters of a proposed ban on semi-automatic assault weapons are confused.
What's his deal?
Oh, he's a gun nut.
Yeah. Was he dressed up as an ape when he testified? I'm an ape. Good. Dress him up in an ape's costume. Who's Charlton Heston to be testifying anywhere?
He's Moses.
Yeah, the guy was an actor. Bad one.
One hit in the late 50s.
Yeah. And then he was in Planet of the Apes.
I'm Ben-Hur.
Yeah.
Still Ben-Hur.
He should have come dressed as Ben-Hur. Testifying in front of Congress. Hey, we're going to hear from Charlton Heston today. I saw him on Saturday Night Live. He could barely walk, let alone testify.
He was at a press conference held by the NRA. He says that assault weapons are not a problem.
Yeah, I'll take his advice.
But his hair is.
Did you see his hair?
Ooh, it's like lacquered.
Anybody got the number for men's hair now? Ouch.
Somebody send it to Charlie.
You're not kidding.
The hair hubcap.
NRA. Not really an actor. That's what this fellow stands for. That's how he got in.
So he's for
I'm a gun nut.
keeping those guns on the street.
And I kill.
More lifeless bodies. That's what this country needs.
I see that Bill Clinton has hired an attorney to fight the allegations of sexual harassment he may be facing. This woman, Paula Jones, has decided to file a lawsuit.
Me and Paula Jones. We had a thing going on.
She says that she was taken to a hotel room in 1991.
That's who Jerry Falwell had on his TV show on that tape.
Oh, yeah.
That Paula Jones, she's
You know,
screaming.
you gave me the hiccups, and that's why I'm having this problem.
How did I transmit that?
You gave them to me.
Really?
Your fault.
I never get hiccups.
I have never gotten hiccups in my entire life, except for you. Not of my own.
And they won't go
You think
away.
weird thoughts, my
I
darling.
don't think weird thoughts.
Restrained.
You ever heard anyone in your entire life blame someone else for giving them?
No, that's I
Yes,
said,
you have.
Never.
Never, ever.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, make me sound strange.
You gave me cancer. I hate you.
Now, go ahead with this story. This is fascinating.
Miss Jones.
You make me fought.
27. I've heard you say that. Claims that in May of 1991, when she was a clerk. Stop.
Who did that?
That was Fred.
No,
I didn't do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't do this. She was a clerk for the state agency. Clinton had a state trooper bring her to a room in the Little Rock Excelsior Hotel.
Excelsior!
Where the governor was attending a conference.
Get out of here, Gary.
I'm sorry.
Jones has told reporters that Clinton tried to hold her hand and kiss her, but that she resisted. So then he asked her for sex. Sounded like that would be the next step. She won't kiss you and ask for sex.
Hey, you don't have to kiss. You don't have to kiss me. Just have him sex. Did you see her? She had her hair piled up like around 3 feet in the air. The girl who's
Judy Jetson.
Yeah.
I think a young Margaret Hamilton, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me some sex.
You don't have to kiss me.
Who needs to kiss?
Now she's adding to her story that he pulled her pants down.
Pull your pants down.
Now, why are you staying there?
Pull your pants down. Why are you staying there? You don't have to kiss. I'll pull your pants down. If you're still here, I'll know you want it.
And he asked her for oral sex.
You don't ask.
Pulled his pants down.
Yeah. He pulled his own pants down.
Oh, he pulled his own pants down, I was going to say.
Oh, okay. He was a gentleman. I mean, he just said, hey, look, it's here if you want it. Come on over and
it's like
help yourself.
putting out hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, you're putting out a healthy.
Secret
Service. I can't imagine, like, I find men's private areas very, very hideous, and I can't imagine, like, pulling your pants down. Like that's the way to charm a woman.
Wouldn't you like a cocktail weenie?
Here's a treat for you. Talking to the microphone. It's working.
But if a guy, you walk into a guy's room, and he tries to kiss you, tries to hold your hand, you're not comfortable, why don't you turn around and leave? Where does he get to the point where he's asking you for sex, pulling his pants down, and asking for oral sex?
Well, maybe he'll become president. You could sue him.
Several family members and friends have come forward to say that Jones described the incident to them and that she was very upset. She got even more upset and decided to file this suit after one of these Arkansas state troopers implied that she was agreeable to the president's demands and that offered her services as a regular girlfriend if he wanted it.
Thank you.
Now she's suing the president. Why not sue the trooper?
Well, you know, I was
He's the one
watching.
that gave the information in the article.
I was watching Clinton give this speech last night to, you know, about Bosnia.
Yes.
And everything, and the whole time you're sitting there going, I wonder if he got it on with that chick. You know, I mean, it's like you can't even
I
get.
wonder if he pulled his pants down.
Yeah, I go, I wonder how he'd look with his pants down. You know? I mean, it's just weird. It's like you can't even concentrate on the presidency anymore. There's so much crap going on with this guy.
Oh, well.
It's kind of a shame.
He's gotten himself a new private lawyer.
I'm glad he's going through it. I figure as long as he's keeping me going through this with the FCC, let him go through some hell. And I'll tell you something, man. He's going to be awfully easy to ridicule when I turn on him because he has certainly turned a deaf ear to me. I could have been one of his biggest supporters. Lord knows I was. But I don't know. I mean, you know, the guy's turned his back on me.
I have to commend this Christy Grotecki, who was the... Will you stop it? Who was the nanny
Don't do that,
for Mia Farrow when Woody started having an affair with Suni and was accused of molesting his adopted daughter. Yesterday she was interviewed on Entertainment Tonight. She has a book out now called Mia and Woody Love and Betrayal. And she tells everything she saw.
Yeah, Woody's going to be in here tomorrow.
Yeah?
With the lady. With the lady from the book.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
She said some interesting things. Woody would never sleep up at the Connecticut house that Mia owned.
Yeah.
He didn't like to take showers there because the shower drain was in the middle of the shower stall.
Yeah.
And Woody had to have his drain off to the side.
Why?
You'd have to ask him.
What's that all about? I think
She felt it was just an excuse so he didn't have to stay there.
I think Jews hate showers.
So anyway, that was always his excuse as to why he didn't want to stay there. But she also implies that he didn't treat some of the other children very well. There was one blind child that Mia adopted named Tam, and Woody would avoid her.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're not going over there for social work. You're going to get laid.
What's he going to talk to her about?
Yeah.
Well, he would go up to the room and he'd tell these, you know,
like
the
that
children
picture?
stories.
What's it like not to see?
You like fried lice? You like that picture? What do you think of that magazine? Oh, you can't see it.
Too big.
And as usual, she says he ignored Tam, or tried to, but this time, while he was telling the story, Tam began to cry and shout and started screaming, I don't like him, because he just wasn't very nice to her.
Well, I mean,
This
you know.
woman also says that Mia and Woody continued to go out and have dinner during the evening, even after she knew that he was having an affair with Suni.
Really? That's pretty cool. That was nice of her. Here, have sex with my daughter. Table for two?
Strange going on, but what she did say was that she thought that Woody had done a very strange thing. He had destroyed this family, because how are these kids supposed to understand that Daddy is now dating their sister?
Give him 10 more kids.
Yeah, despicable. Yeah, I don't know. They keep giving Mia Farrow more kids.
Maybe she'll get it right.
Yeah. Let her keep practicing on all these kids, these third world kids.
What else can happen?
Hey, give her a blind kid. How bad could you do with that? At least she'll take care of it.
Gets one right, they'll give it in America.
Right.
I see in the paper today that Anthony Quinn was spotted walking with his girlfriend and love child.
Quinn.
His wife doesn't leave him.
No. I'm going to, you know, maybe my wife will be a lot more tolerant.
Break up, but Yolanda came back.
Yeah.
And Anthony's still seeing the mother of the 11th child.
Hello, Yolanda. White woman named Yolanda?
Well, it's I or I.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, you know, you never know how tolerant your wife will be until you go out and do something.
Test the water.
Yeah, how do you test the water?
How do you test the water? You go out and do it.
Yeah, you go out and do it and then see if she leaves. If you're lucky, she doesn't leave. Anthony Quinn's wife won't leave.
Speaking of Mia Farrow, by the way, she is going to be on The Late Show with David Letterman tonight.
The Late Show with David Letterman? Who's going to be on there?
Mia Farrow. She's promoting some new movie.
Is he going to ask her anything?
No, of course not.
What are you saying? He's a nitwit?
Yeah, exactly that.
I mean, she's going to go on there and pretend like none of this happened?
Nothing has happened.
I love show business.
Tonight on Turning Point, it's an ABC show.
I'd be like, hey, Mia, what are you, a freak? You saying Letterman's going to ask boring questions?
Yeah, he's going to stick to movie questions, I'm sure.
All right. It's hard to believe.
Not even going to talk about her past work, because that was all with Woody.
About Kate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they'll jump all the way back to that.
How was your marriage to Frank Sinatra?
On Turning Point tonight, they're going to show an excerpt from a video shot of a man who had AIDS, who took a bunch of pills, washed them down with some Irish cream, fell into a peaceful sleep, and then died.
Said you, Jackie.
They're also going to interview Dr. Jack Kevorkian, fresh from his acquittal on charges that he did something wrong by assisting a man to suicide.
Sounds like a fun show.
So Dr. Kevorkian will let us know that he does have some criteria for putting people to death.
Sounds like escapism.
He says they have to be terminally ill.
Wonder what show will come in first, Ellen DeGeneres or the Kevorkian show?
Untreatable with intractable pain and very, very poor quality of life. He says he probably will be assisting people to commit suicide once again. He says right now there are lots of doctors. In fact, they point this out on his show that lots of doctors do this very quietly.
Suicide!
Dr. Kevorkian would like to do it with a group of doctors so that the American public could be sure that nothing unscrupulous was going on.
You take that side of the room!
But that he probably will continue to go on because this is something that's needed. Those recipes they give you in books like Final Exit.
Oh, yeah!
They recommend a bunch of drugs that are often illegal and hard to get. The only other option they offer you is something like tying a plastic bag around your head.
Here, smoke this joint, it'll kill you!
And that's not so easy to do.
I was reading an article about myself, how despicable I am, this reporter was saying, because I'm a 40-year-old who acts like a 15-year-old. And I said, you know, that's really terrible to write. And then I just realized I'm sitting here farting into the microphone.
12-year-old. We're nowhere near 15.
Yeah, right, you're 12.
Maybe 10.
Did you see in page 6 today they say that Jerry Seinfeld was spotted at a craft fair on the Upper West Side over the weekend, very publicly kissing his teenage girlfriend.
Yeah,
no shame.
Whose black leggings were missing a few hours later when they saw them again.
Wait a second. He was with her, and all of a sudden somehow her leggings came off?
Yeah.
Whoops.
No kidding. Where are your leggings? They evaporate from the heat. Yeah, I bet you it's real love. I bet she's really in love with Jerry.
Oh, I'm sure she is. She'd be in love with him whether he was on TV or not.
I think if he was just a regular guy, she'd really be in love with him.
Are you interested in some topless photographs of Princess Diana?
I don't care who they're of.
Yeah, you'll take them of anybody.
Yeah, I'd be interested, sure.
Well, they're for sale by a Spanish press agency.
How
I think they
How many pesos?
want $1.51 million for the rights.
Oh, please. She better have a D cup.
Diana is supposedly very upset about the photographs. She was
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi!
On some weekend
You look topless!
sunbathing at a hotel in Spain when two Spanish photographers checked into the same hotel and managed to snap about 30 pictures of her.
How many pictures did you get? And you want a lot of money for these pictures? 1.5 million? Is that for each one or the pair? C. All right.
Who was it? Die. Size of her cup? D. C. Die.
Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones announced yesterday that they're going to go on another world tour.
Bunch of old bags.
Here's Mick saying, no, this is not the last tour.
This is not the last tour.
It's not the last tour.
It's not the last tour.
We tried very hard to get Bill to stay. We tried to get him to come on tour. We tried
like someone cares.
You're paying them out of order.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm having chest pain.
What do you mean I'm playing out of order? That's number one.
Oh, is it?
Just listen to it.
Number 3. Play that one.
No, then do the intro again.
He says this is not going to be the last tour.
This won't be the last tour.
One of our friends in the Daily News said that last time we announced that the last time was the last tour, and we specifically said, because I hate that thing when you say it's the last tour and beg for sympathy so if you don't come and all that, you never see them again. I'm not going to say it's the last tour. I think it's a mistake to say that.
He's an interesting public speaker.
He also says that they...
You don't come if you don't, we really hate to say that. If you say if you don't come and say we hate to do that too.
I don't like it when
the last tour.
I hate to say this could be the last tour because it's really not. Sometimes you really hate to say that.
This is not the last time, so this is not the last tour.
Last time we said it was the last tour, but we don't know if
we're sitting and keeping track.
So if we really like to say, wait.
Those guys don't know it's over. All right, now, go ahead, Robin.
They said they really tried to get Bill Wyman to come out of retirement, but he's had it.
He thought it was the last tour. We tried very hard to get Bill to stay. We tried to get him to come on tour. We tried to get him to do the record, and he says he'd had it, he'd done it for 30 years, and he felt that he'd done enough, and that, I think, is the end of it.
So they say they'll be traveling with a nifty little group of different opening acts. Who are some of the people we can expect to see opening the Stones?
We're not having just one opening act for the whole tour. We're having a whole bunch. The ones booked up to now are only 3, but there will be more. There's Counting Crows, Lenny Kravitz, Stone Temple Pilots.
Stop the stuttering, John. Stone Temple Pilots, Lenny Kravitz, Jackie Jokeman, Martling.
Mozart. Dave Walrus Hawthorne.
Pay is a doll.
Sinbad.
And Norm Crosby.
And Blossom. Maybe Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
And Pat Cooper may come.
Tell you that.
Last night down in Georgia, they celebrated the 61st birthday of the godfather of soul, James Brown.
Wow.
It was a star-studded party attended by even the likes of Sharon Stone, who sang happy birthday.
Look at that white woman.
To James, here it is.
Happy birthday.
It's just like Marilyn Monroe. Did you forget the words?
Happy birthday, dear Jay.
Hey, Hames. Oh, that ain't no Marilyn Monroe. Hey, man, stop singing. Let's see between your legs. Hey, man, I do the real thing. Stuff blowing into my hands.
You'll be sorry when I do it.
Whoa! Gas chamber.
Boy, she's some singer, Sharon Stone. Happy birthday.
Oh, man, come on.
Come on, Jackie. What is it, Tom?
Commercials?
What?
You ignored Gary before.
Of course. I can't even hear you. Talk on microphone.
Come in and talk. No, thanks.
What? All right, we're going to wrap up right now.
Yes,
We'll wrap.
that's the end.
That was the end anyway. We were done anyway. You didn't have to sue yourself. Okay. All right, go back to the room. Who cares what you say? I'm your boss.
And it was wafting right in his
Jackie
face.
just farted into the microphone, and Tom just like walked right into it. He was like dying. He was like, oh. All right, Robin, thanks.
You're quite welcome.
And let's just say 1-800-52-STERN. I keep forgetting to do commercials for it. It's out there. Get it. It's wild.
Hey, I watched it last night. It's great.
Isn't it fun?
It's great.
It's really fun to watch.
In 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shots of the girls. They look great.
And isn't it fun when we're all sitting around and just talking and laughing and goofing on each other?
Goofing on each other, yeah, it was great.
It's great tape. I'm telling you, you're going to love all the new material and the poster you're going to love. You know, I'm just reading here. There's a guy in the newspaper. This is from a Las Vegas newspaper. He's holding a Howard Stern collectibles auction. Man, I wanted to see how much money this stuff goes for. Crucified by the FCC, the 2-CD box set is $295. Butt Bongo Fiesta with 3D glasses, $165. Negligee and Underpants Party, $245. See, that was the one to have.
Yeah.
See, that's why you got to get in on this stuff. 50 Ways album, which I hate, but I did a long time ago, $235. The 50 Ways poster is $150.
You're kidding.
Let's see, K-Rock 8x10 glossy, original Stern autograph, professionally framed. Well, this can't be right, is it? $350?
Whoa.
Private Parts, first edition, original autograph, $175. The K-Rock Stern glossy, 8x10, $55. Now, why is the 8x10 glossy? Oh, professionally framed is the expensive one. K-Rock Stern 8x10 glossy, minor crease in it, $35.
Oh, see, it's creased, too.
Yeah. I'm just looking at I just know that this poster, because we make all our products finite. We cut
them off.
We cut them off. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And it's really a funny tape. 1-800-52-STERN. Yes, Baba Phonai?
I was going to say, do you know that you become such a celebrity that we now lock your press photos up?
Really?
They were disappearing.
Really?
Yeah, we used to keep them over by, promotions, and all of a sudden one day, like 500 of them disappeared.
Well, I certainly hope that those will be locked up immedially.
Being sold for $35 a piece.
Yeah, give them to me.
They're in my house. I'm selling them at gigs. Yeah, it's a matter of time.
1-800-52-STERN. And make sure that you include the postage and handling. $39.95, $4.50 shipping and handling. You can do it by credit card. You must be 18 or older to order this whole package. It comes in a long, big tube.
Joan Rivers fell in love with your Leroy Neiman picture. She saw it in the guest lounge.
Oh, when did she say so?
I don't know. She thought it was incredible.
Really? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, you must be 18 or older, Robin, to order.
You said that. And
brought to you
Broadcasting.
Infinity Broadcasting.
And you.
Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling would like to say something as well. His very funny new CD, $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. The price includes a full color catalog called 1-800-323-5464. I read an article about how I now just plug my own stuff. Like I've turned into like the very people I despise. I've never put out a product other than, our tapes.
Yeah.
I've purposely never done a T-shirt, a mug, anything. Because I always said that seemed kind of tacky to me. So some guy was writing an article about what a skunk I am because I'm selling a videotape. I said, You know what you've never done that people get involved in all the time that's really sort of weird? What? You've never done like one of those voting 900 numbers. Yeah, I never did any of that stuff. And I mean, here's a guy, every night I watch, they charge you 50 cents to vote.
Right.
For stupid stuff. I saw her on hard copy last night. You're voting for who's better, Jerry Seinfeld or Burt Reynolds.
And they're all losing to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Did he win?
He's in the lead so far.
Yeah, they're ripping off innocent black people at 50 cents a phone call.
They do deliver the results to the wastebasket every.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I just said the guy. The only one he concentrates on is me, Dick. Tomorrow night, Jackie will be at Toppers. Toppers. Here's a guy who hawks stuff on Shore Parkway in Brooklyn.
Nobody writes a thing.
No. No one's quiet about the Jackie fiasco. For dirty jokes and info, go see the very funny Jackie show. It's going to be at Toppers. Don't miss it. 516-922-WINE if you need some more information.
Do you see how many tapes Jackie has in his catalog?
Well, Jackie's really grown, and he had a triumphant tour of Las Vegas. I mean, the man's on a roll.
How many tapes, Jackie? 25 cassettes? 15 cassettes?
Are you kidding? There's a body of work. You think Frank Zappa died with a lot of songs in his catalog. Look at the jokes, Jackie.
I saw one in there. It's called, what is it, A Safe Distance from Genius Again? Or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what
he ran out of titles. It was a bad period for him.
A safer distance from
I hadn't thought of Sergeant Pecker yet.
Yeah. That's the one I'm waiting to order.
That's going to be the
That's
double
gonna be
album.
The Fiesta Resistance. Stuttering John even has plugs. He's got his new album out. I noticed even all the radio stations in New York are playing your record.
Yeah.
That's got to be a first.
Congratulations.
It's unbelievable.
I never thought that would happen.
I'm
But
really excited about
they felt your song was good, and a lot of the rock stations are playing it, I see.
Yeah, one of the stations has us in regular rotation now.
Very good. Well, that shows that they're bigger men than I would be. Go ahead.
You do the same. I'm going to be in New Orleans this Friday at 4 p.m. signing my CD at the Sound Warehouse and playing at the House of Blues Friday night. In Dallas, signing the CD at the Sound Warehouse this Saturday and playing at the City Limits in Dallas Saturday night. And in El Paso, appearing at Club 101 this Sunday night. And I'll be signing somewhere in El Paso, too, but I'm not really sure the place. Something there.
Joan and Melissa Rivers in Tears and Laughter, Sunday at 9 p.m. on May 15th on TV. Joan Rivers in the Sally Marr and her escort story at the Helen Hayes Theater on West 44th Street, opening tomorrow night. Jacqueline Bisset. Jacqueline Bisset.
Jackie.
In Leave of Absence. You know, a lot of great people were named Jackie. Jackie was telling me. Jackie Bisset, Jackie Martley. Hey, who did you tell me their real name was Jackie? Moms Mabley's real name was Jackie.
Moms Mabley.
And Adolf Hitler's real name was Jackie. What's that? Jackie Hitler. Jacqueline Bisset in Leave of Absence, Wednesday, May 11th at 9 p.m. Appearing in my bedroom soon. And don't forget, to hell with Jim Moran. Go for Kyle McSlarrow. And call his 1-800 number 203-9200 to contribute to his campaign. What?
Do you want to come out playing my song, man?
I can't. I got to break for commercial, but I'll do it tomorrow for you if I get done on time. If you're planning a wedding or party and need a great DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment, toll free from any city. 1-800-PARTY-MC. If you'd like to hire Scott in the New York area, call 718-BAG-5040. Let Foreign and Tell start his show with it. He'll do it for you.
I'll do it.
Yeah, but if you played this all the cities together, you know.
I tell you what, it's 11:19 here in New York. I got to leave.
No, I know.
All right. Tomorrow I'll play it for you. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
97.1 The Eagle.